What's good, Chaotic Nation? Ninja Podcast here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the stream. And we are going to be doing some shiny hunting here today with Kong to continue Camp Yoha
what's
today.
up? How's it going?
Yeah.
Hope everything's going okay. We are back.
No, we're not.
We are back with we're starting the game over, Kappa.
Are we?
Just kidding. No. But we will be with Chaos. Say hi.
I just played this. I don't need to play it again.
We are hunting Mana in the Slumbering Weald with Corviknights everywhere.
Yeah, they are a common spawn.
Hey, Squirvet.
They're actually less common than Mana is.
I swear, if that Rookie D would have shined now, I'd have been upset.
Well, I saw somebody today and they were like, oh man, Fantep's such a good shiny. And I'm like, what? Are you saying that Fantep's a target? Because I will be upset.
I was hunting Golett. I was hunting Golett while I was working today.
Do I have something with damp just in case I get a wheezing? No, because neutralizing gas doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, I guess I can attack them to get at least 100 counters up. Is that a Grubbin? Yo!
Yes.
Darn it! It was a Bruin or a Grubbin. Got my Marowak in front, about to smack some things with the Firebone.
I'm just, sitting here.
How was your day, good sir?
It's good if you count editing a video and making a video all day good.
I gotcha.
That's all I did.
I just did this. I didn't get a shiny though. I played a few games of Unite the other day. I won 2 out of 3 with Umbreon.
There you go. Yeah, I've been that.
I've been beasting with Umbreon. Apparently Umbreon's really easy to use, and I was like, yes. Take this Flare Blitz in the face.
I hope it's a defender.
It can be used as an attacker or defender, honestly. It's weird.
So it's a balanced one? That's weird.
They added a lot of stuff to the game that I'm like, about this.
Yeah, and they've added a lot that I haven't even begun to try to keep up with it.
It's a lot of stuff. Before they just had like the little the pass that you could get stuff from. Now they have like 8 different things you get items from. And I'm like, oh,
right.
You get all the stuff now. I didn't even have to pay for Umbreon. I got it for free. I had enough points to get Umbreon for free. So I was excited about that.
Look how your current is just the whole board.
Yeah. I was out there for the last one too. I was just like, I'm just too lazy to put something up there. In case anybody asks, well, what's Camp Yoha? Look at the current. That's what we're going for. Those are the targets. Who's forgetting this? So, what do you think about the new Pokemon?
I don't even know what it's called, but yeah.
Poltergeist.
Poltergeist. I think it's a cool concept. I think we have enough grass ghost types, but
We do now with like 7 of them.
yeah.
Before we just had the 2. Now we have a lot more.
The video was really cool that they did.
Yeah, that was a
for it.
cool way. That was a cool way to introduce a Pokemon, but at least we're getting this one for the first DLC. It's not like everything's going in the second DLC.
Right.
Oh, hey Weezing. Bye Weezing.
Did they release something special for the second DLC that I missed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The legendaries are going to be in that one.
Well, we
The
need that.
Paradox legendaries and the starters are in the wild.
Yeah, we need that stuff.
Those are the only ones. Oh, and the Duraludon is in the second one. The evolution of Duraludon is in the second one. It's like all the new stuff was in the second one.
Which I feel like is backwards marketing. Like you should be marketing the first DLC.
Yeah. They kind of did that with the second one, with this DLC too, right?
I don't think so, honestly. They
I think
they showed some of the Pokemon, but that's really it.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. This one they did. The trailer was for just the first one. They said there's gonna be a second one, but yeah, they never gave us anything until the first one was already out. You're right.
Right.
Now, that Corviknight was really loud. Why? Oh no! I want to attack it. Son of a. Are you attacking them or just encountering?
I'm just running away.
I just want more to spawn.
Swift. Oh no, Yawn, Psychic, Moon Blast, and Dream Eater. Okay. Cool.
See if it knows like self-destruct or something.
I just checking to make sure I didn't have something dumb. But I'm actually really good because I have safety goggles, so actually that doesn't help me. So that keeps me from falling asleep, but that's not the case.
Hey, little Mona, that's a weak.
I didn't want the wheezing. I've done only one other hunt here, and that was for the wheezing.
I've never done a hunt here.
And
It's
I
my
got
first
it.
time doing that.
I got it while talking about the conversion from Celsius to Fahrenheit.
Maybe if you talk from Fahrenheit to Celsius, maybe the Mona will shine.
That's fair. Do I have a Chesto berry? Good deal.
I thought about doing the Soul Rock and the Lunatone in the wild air, but I was like, I think no self-destruct. Never mind.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I have a damp Pokemon, but
I think my Swampert moves damp. That's its ability, right? It's damp.
yeah, it's damp.
Hey, Mana. Oh, what did I run into? Oh, Mana. Hey, buddy.
They can be in the exclamation points too, so if you don't see any, that's something you can do.
Still want this Marowak shiny. I don't have one. So upset.
Yeah, I need to hunt that at some point.
Well, it's gonna be in the new game, I think. The second DLC, I think. They have the Alolan forms in there that I saw. I saw Sandshrew. There's another one that I saw.
Probably Vulpix, if you saw Sandshrew.
Who were the Alolan forms? Rattata, Sandshrew, Grimer, Vulpix, Exeggutor, Meowth, and Marowak, right?
Yeah.
I saw 2. I don't know what the other one I saw was. Might have been the Vulpix. Might have been the Exeggutor, I don't know. Stupid big tree.
I haven't seen that one. I like the big tree. It was fun. Run it with Harvest and Yachi Berry and tell me it's not fun.
It just harvests the Yachi Berry so ice damage is less.
Yeah. Well, I did it because I was draft league and I was team building for Dan.
Gotcha.
I was trying to play against him, and Dan freaking had Kieran Black. So I'm like, how do I beat this? And I'm like, Yachi Berry, Alolan Executor with Draco Meteor.
Oh. Why did I drop so many frames? My internet's been messing up a lot recently. Spectrum
I broke
sucks.
mine. I broke mine earlier, but I thought it was because I had like 3 tabs open with like 12 things pulled up on each tab. So I thought that was what it was. I don't know if that's what it was.
I dropped 344 frames at 0.9%.
Jeez, that's not bad. At least it's under 1%.
It's going down, but what happened?
Probably just a blip. A blip. How is it already 7:20? The heck?
Because we started like 10 minutes late.
Did we start that late?
Yeah.
Like, jeez.
Oh.
It's like, how did half an hour work? There's no shot.
Oh, the other one was the Alolan Graveler that I saw. That's what.
Oh yeah, because we were
Alolan,
talking about.
Yeah, Alolan Jude is in the game.
Yeah, we talked about that. I think a couple weeks ago.
The last multi, yeah.
Yeah.
You did the Scyther.
Yeah, because you're like, you can get a Alolan Geodude.
Oh yeah, yeah, I said it in your chat. That's right.
I don't want that one, but I do want that one.
Yeah.
Like I'll take 3 of them and then I'm promptly done. But
that's just so messed up. When the Lola games came out, like you can get a Alolan Graveler, but you have the Masuda for Alolan Geodude. It's so dumb. Couldn't find one in the wild.
I'm surprised it wasn't like an SOS off of the Graveler.
Nope. Didn't show in the wild at all. Like Houndour had to do the same way. Couldn't catch it. It was only Houndoom. And its calling rate sucked.
Yep.
Oopsie.
Did not hunt in those games that much. And the hunts I did do, I never finished.
I did a lot of SOS. That's where I got a lot of my shinies.
Well, I was going to, but I started... My first SOS was doing Execute, so I get a Harvest Mon.
Yeah, I got...
No.
My friend Ricky, because I couldn't... I did like 200-300 SOS. I couldn't get a hidden ability Phantom for the life of me. It just wouldn't pop up. It was always the other one. He did it in like 2 tries, and I was like, I hate you. He was like, hey, I'll trade it to you. I was like, okay, cool. That's where I got my Harvest Mon.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, I wasn't in the shiny hunt. I don't shiny hunt. Like that's my thing.
You don't shiny hunt, but we're shiny hunting.
You know what? Shut up. Wait, why are we having different weathers?
Are we?
No, your screen looks... I have, like, mine's pink and yours is
It could
black.
be different daytime.
I
Nighttime.
mean, yours should be lighter than me.
I don't know. What's my time?
I'm saying...
It says 6:24.
I don't know, maybe because it's, like, sunset. And it's, like, weird.
Oh, it could be because you're an hour ahead, so it's getting close to change. Come on, manas. I need you to show up, you stupid things. There we go.
I'm not seeing
Oh,
them
look
either.
a shiny mana. Like our both are last recent. We didn't even hunt together, and it's the same thing.
Yeah.
My own,
I'm
I got
surprised
mine.
I got it.
I got mine in like 30 minutes of the stream, and then I need to get another one for the next 5 hours.
Oh. I got a Fanta up and then I got this like 200 encounters later.
I know, I saw both.
So I had a good
Lucky.
stream. And just unfortunately I just made mults though.
Getting 2 shinies on Switch in a stream is fantastic.
Especially when they're like random encounter.
Yep.
Because it's really just shiny Charmons at that point.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited for tomorrow because I get to do a new series on my YouTube channel.
Ooh, you finished the last one?
Yeah, the best team is done. I mean, I was at I'd finished all the hideouts, so I was basically go smack Tate and Liza around, go smack Wallace around, and go to the league and win. In like 2 hours, that's no problem. Especially when I have rare candies, because I'm not.
Yeah.
My son.
My Charizard?
I mean, 2 of my sons are here.
Mana, be yellow, please.
And can't wait for me to do. Everyone can't wait for me to do my 8th flying type gym, because it's literally just gonna be my son. All like just team of my son. So a lot of my favorite Pokemon are flying type.
It's like Lance. Everyone thought Lance was the Dragon Master, when in reality, if you look at his team,
He's
Gen 3 and up, he's a Flying Master.
Yeah. I mean, even at the beginning, yeah.
And maybe at the beginning when he had nothing but Dragonites and Dragonairs.
I mean, he uses Charizard and Aerodactyl, so...
He has Charizard, Aerodactyl, and Gyarados. And then...
Which, technically all are
Dragon.
They're dragon-like.
Yeah.
So I can see why he says that, but... They were basically like, hey, Dragon's overpowered. We're gonna make the last battle you have to do Dragon type. But not actually give you Dragons, and Dragon's actually not overpowered, so we lied about that.
Yeah.
I love how they're like, fairy. We need to bring fairy types in because Dragon types are overpowered. They're not.
I just give a good Ice type and smack them around a bit.
Like, you get a Weavile, they're dead. Like, that's all you need.
Weavile's fast AF.
Yeah, you just need a faster Ice type. That's it.
Yep.
Not a problem.
Or have a Steel type, because, they resist Dragon type moves.
That's true.
Until they throw a Flamethrower at you, and then you die.
Well, they all know Flamethrower because they're like, fire-breathing dragon.
Yep, even the Apple Dragon probably knows a fire move.
I don't know if they do. I've used them. They don't. They know flying moves. That's what they know.
Okay, well, maybe not all dragons then.
Because I really want to... Like, if I could do another season of Draft League in this game, I would totally draft Appleton or Flapple. Well, I would draft Flapple in Gigantamax. Because you can just run Hustle without the negative effects of it, because every move hits.
Hustle, that's right.
Yep.
That's broken.
Dynamax is broken.
Yeah, a bit.
You just get frickin' stat changes for no reason. Come on. Everyone's like, Megas were stupid. I'm like...
Megas were great. It's the greatest thing they ever brought to the game.
I mean, at least... I would say they're not broken because they're predictable. Like,
yeah,
you're gonna go into... You know what? They don't change moves. They don't change base power of moves. They just change their stats. So you can predict it. Like Z moves, you never know what Z move your opponent's gonna have. Like that could literally is a way to wall break a defensive Pokemon that could have stopped your team otherwise. So you can't play defensively.
Oh hey Butterfree.
No, I think they've just gotten worse and worse as they've gone on.
Yeah.
Like I like the concept of Dynamax and Gigantamax. I do not like what it does. Because the 3 turns and added effects. Yeah.
It can literally turn the tide of a game around.
Right. And I'm like, well, your opponent can do it too. There's so many ways to shut down Dynamax. Like watch Lockout. I'm literally just sit there, send out my Venusaur, put something to sleep and move on. It's like, yeah, you're gonna be asleep for a couple turns, don't worry about it.
I saw the gym fight. I saw the Pokemon that was it Jimmy that was the Eldegoss? Right? It was the Turtonator? The Turtonator?
Yeah, that was Jimmy's. Mine was a Lillipup.
And I was like, oh, why is this not knocking you out? But yeah, I was just like, well, Turtonator being cool over here flying. Didn't know the fire turtle could fly.
It's a dragon, they can fly and breathe fire. It's just...
He uses the fire to fly. He does it to the ground, he goes up in the air.
He becomes Shinra. Just
He uses fire. He doesn't really fly. He just glides with it.
I was thinking about Fire Force today. I wanted to. I don't think they've had any more episodes, but I want to go watch it. If they
They have not. They did say that it will be coming back.
Yeah, that's what they say about all of my favorite animes. They're gonna come back.
Yeah, I'm upset. Black Clover dropped a real heavy bomb.
Oh no.
They're kind of pulling what Hunter x Hunter's doing.
Oh.
They took them off of Shonen Jump, which is the weekly release, to
Mhm.
now they're releasing a chapter every 3 months. They said it's because the creator came out and said he needs to get healthy again,
Right.
and that he wants to have a finished product that's good and not rushed. And I'm like, okay, I can get with that.
But honestly, more people need to do that. But yeah, I get it. Where it's kind of disheartening.
Yeah, go Team Cat. Yo, Monica, what's up? But yeah, I was just like, bruh, I'm never gonna finish this manga. He did say though, when he releases a chapter, it's gonna be like 50 to 60 pages long instead of the 10, 12 that was happening. So I was like, I can live with that. He's making it for it.
Yeah. I mean, basically, he's giving you the same amount of content. He's just taking longer to do it.
He's giving himself some rest in between chapters, which is cool. I'm fine with it. You're going for Red Sun over 360. Nice. Hopefully you get the Red Sun. Hopefully it doesn't explode either. Make sure you have a damn Pokemon.
I think I've hunted. I have either Soul Rock or Lunatone. I think yeah, Jimmy and I did Soul Rock one year for this. He's been a target before.
Yo, Manas, you need to stop living my Iron Heads. Just die.
So, and I have Lunatone because I used Lunatone one season in Draft League, so I have a good Lunatone 2 breed.
Gotcha.
That's, I think, 0 speed, 0 attack.
Wait, see.
Made for Trick Room.
Do 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 do.
Like how I go to reset it and it's just a bunch of Weezings again.
Yep. There's an Orbeetle. Go back down. Oh, exclamation point is a Orbeetle. That's not purple.
Yeah. If you said Masuda, I would have done Lunatone. But you're like, no Masuda. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I just didn't feel like doing eggs. After the last 2 times I've done it, I didn't get anything.
I get it.
Like,
I mean, it's been nice to do encounters in this game, but
yeah, a nice break from just randomly running into something. Ah, please go away. Where is he?
are we? Anything?
There.
This is
there's
7. So there's today, tomorrow, and
Today's
Friday
first.
for
Friday will be the end, and then
Okay.
they have Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Monday. Okay. I was like thinking, like we're being Octopath next week because this won't be going on still.
Yep. And we'll probably finish Octopath too.
Yeah, that's the end.
Right before
mean-
the DLC, so that's good. That means my Friday and Sunday are just gonna be Final Fantasy. I'm not gonna shiny hunt until the DLC comes back after Sunday, and I'm just gonna finish Final Fantasy.
Well, it's helpful for me
there's
because
more.
like I'm planning on like I think I have a class Wednesday afternoon, so it saves me from not having to worry about it. Worry about a stream. Just do a stream earlier in the day.
Yeah. I think I'm off that Thursday and Friday, so I'll be able to stream during the day on those days. And at least Thursday. Friday will probably be regular time. Thursday I'll be able to stream during the day.
Why are you off?
DLC. I wanted to see what days were
Oh.
available. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Wednesday was not, but Thursday and Friday were. And I was like, okay.
Yo, what's up, Mike? How you doing, Genesis? Good to see you, friend.
And I was like, bro,
Hope you're doing well. How is your Camp Yoha hunting, my friend? If there's a mod here, you can get a shout out for Genesis. Actually, I'm just gonna do it. Do you mind doing a clip shout out, or would you just prefer to the regular one? It's so good to see you, my dude. I was actually lurking in your stream a bit earlier. So please go check out my friend Genesis if you're not already. Just a great creator.
He's on
you guys don't know me?
Greninja's
What?
team, right?
He's what now?
I think he's on Greninja's team.
I believe that is true. But we are doing a multi right now with Kong, so expect multi. Or there's a pinned comment at the top.
Hi.
So you can click on that and join me and the voice in my head. We're doing Camp Yoha. I'm Decidueye. Kong is Cat.
Yeah.
We're gonna win. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win. No luck today. That's because you were doing this hunt too. I thought I saw. And then you were doing another hunt, which I think was, I don't remember. Oh, no, do not play that. That is copyright. I'm just like, why is this on a random thing and not on the right thing? It's because I was listening to music earlier and did not change it back.
Yeah, I get that deal all the time. Free.
My bad. Alright. I gotta get everything sorted out a bit now. So no luck today. That's unfortunate. Oh, to do this command too. I always forget to do it. But if you guys need to take a break or something, like get some get some stretch, get some water, get some snack, like feel free. But if you do have a second, I would appreciate if you stayed around for a couple minutes and interact with us and see if you like the vibe or not. You phased on a Dottler? I mean, that I could think of worse things to phase on. That's a nice shiny.
Dottler's nice. All I have is Blip a bug. Dear Lord, I can't say its name.
I don't think I have any of them, honestly.
I got one in when Tiddler was doing those gala race thingies.
Oh yeah.
That was my Route 1 shiny. Route 2 shiny, I should say.
I'm trying to think what my Route 1 shiny was. Oh, it was a Caterpie.
I was trying to get Grubbin, but I got...
Yeah. I got a Caterpie, and then my Route 2 was I don't know what my Route 2 Nuzleaf.
I don't remember what Route 1 was. It was Route 1 was Blipbug, Route 2 was Choodle.
I did a full odds playthrough though.
Yay.
And so I was hunting on every route, just doing it as I was going. I got to the mine and I stopped. So I'm trying to. So I got Caterpie, I got C-Dot. I'm trying to think what my wild. Did I do the wild area?
You got one real quick. No, you got real quick in the.
Motostoke was Choodle, yeah.
40.
Route 3, I think. Left of Motostoke was Glossy Flare, and then I was doing Timber in the mine.
Because he's yelling Timber.
No, because I needed a fighting thing. Then I stopped doing it, and now that playthrough is what I'm shiny hunting. Litwick in the fire gym for.
You're shiny hunting in that game?
Yeah, I'm in the fire gym and I'm shiny hunting Litwick as the random encounter spawn. So I'm like, this is a cool hunt. I want to do it. So
that is a cool hunt.
It's like I thought it was a roly-coly because I started it last during Multi Mayhem at the beginning of the year, but I moved away from it because there was no roly-coly there. So I like trying to think what the other things are. I know one's a Vulpix, and I think the other is a Sizzlepede.
It's a Vulpix. Sizzlepede is like a rare spawn in there. Sizzlepede, Vulpix, and Litwick.
That's
I
it.
think the little lizard too, right?
No, it's just those three. There's only 3 spawns.
But you battle a lizard. Someone has a lizard in there, right?
Yeah. So you guys are about to get ads, so I apologize for that.
Hey, look,
Get
it's
back
not
soon.
yellow.
Vulpix is what people are going.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought Roly Poly was in there because somebody uses a Roly Poly, and I'm like, well, I'm just doing full odds on this, so it's there.
I got roly poly right outside the mine. That's like what spawns in that little grass
Yeah,
outside of rubbish.
I didn't do that area of that hunt. I'm at 10,082 for that. Thank you, Yoda. You got a Vulpix for going for Litwick. See, I don't know if I have a Sizzlepede yet. I don't think I do. So I'm just doing the 2 that I don't have because I have Vulpix done.
Hershey food. Let's reset the spawn by going over here. Does it reset? It sure did. There's a mana.
I need bonus. I'm not getting them that much. There's no way to increase their spawn rates.
You attack them.
That's how you do it.
Mm-hmm. It's not like a major increase, but it increases their spawn.
It's like you knock out 100, they show up more.
Yeah. You knock out 100, it also maximizes your spawn rate for the brilliant ore. It doubles it, I think.
I haven't seen one, so.
Battle method, sword and shield.
I haven't done this in a long time. Cut me a break. 3% brilliant spawn at 100 KOs. There you go. Yeah, but you gotta get to 500, which is a lot.
Nah, I just do 100. The 500 only get. I just do to 100. It's 1 in 683. I haven't done a 500 in a long time. I just do the 100 and I'm good.
I've honestly just not been doing it. But
I didn't do it for hit. I didn't do it for Hatena. I did it for Goldet though. So that's when I hunt while I'm at work.
That's fair.
And also Lunatone spawns there a little bit. So. Yo, Dark King, what's up? How's it going?
Where are you hunting that at?
Route 8, I think, where the Pawniards are at.
Yeah.
With the phalanx
Yeah.
that coming out of the cave.
I didn't know Lunatone spawned there.
It's a rare. It's a rare.
Oh, it's like an exclamation point?
No, it spawns over.
Oh. Weird. Well, I guess if you have shield, it does. I don't have shield.
Yeah, you would get Soul Rock.
I don't need the rock. I got the rock. Also, if I'm gonna KO them all, I'm gonna have to get more Pokemon. I'm good. I'll knock them out if they have an aura, but
I've only seen one green ore so far. Now the only thing on this new target list that I have is the Ponytail. I don't have anything else. Like not even one. I'd have nothing of this. No Golett line, no Munna line, no Esper line. Don't have Stone Journey. I don't have Soul Rock. The only thing I have is Ponytail Rapidash.
I have a Golett and I have a Solrock out of them.
This is better than the last Swish they did. The last Swish event they did, every single event I had everything, and I was like, I don't really need to do these hunts no more.
Oh, you're saying like the name is pronounced like Toyota? Is that what you're... I would love that. It's just Toyota. What's up, Steelix? So there's a meme on I found it on, I think, Instagram. And it's a picture of a Toyota Tacoma. And instead of like having it, the little logo that says Tacoma on it, it's I'm trying to figure out how it goes. It says TOY with a picture of Yoda, and then then it shows a picture of a taco and then MA.
And a what?
A picture of a taco and then MA. A Toyota Tacoma.
Oh, I get it. That's funny.
And I'm like, I need this car now. This is my if I get a truck, that's what I'm getting.
Just chilling, trying to get Salty Herba and Mystica, and Salty Herba, Mystica, and Violet. You just got Clefairy and Eevee. Nice. And Eevee, sorry. You got Shiny Clefairy and Let's Go Eevee. EG's on the Shiny Clefairy, and yeah, I did Terra raids last week, I think, for like a day. I did about maybe 30 raids. I got one Mystica Herba out of every single one I did. And I was like, really? Just one?
Taco, yeah. The Tacoma.
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 That's fantastic.
Really sounded as Toyota, essentially. That's how it is. I mean, you get to choose what your name is, not other people. I
get that so much. People used to call me YT Kong.
We still call you a YT Kong.
Yeah, you do. But now it's more of a joke then.
It is a joke. Yeah. I mean, I used to be called Cos6, so.
Cos6.
Yep. That's why my name. Instead of Chaos, yeah. Because people are dense and don't get fun. It was a stretch. I'll be honest. It was a stretch. Well, I'm gonna say Toyota then, because that's what you tell me.
You also got Geodude in the middle of the hunt. Nice. So you got a Geodude and a Clefairy? Did you catch the Geodude? Or did you just let the Geodude go?
Of course you got a Geodude. Why would you not? Geodude's everywhere.
Because when I hunted, the Nidorans I was doing, I got like 6 Spearow, and I'm just like, bruh. I didn't catch them. I just like, go away.
Oh, that's
you caught it? Oh, nice. So you got Geodude and Clefairy. That's good. That's 2 shinies. Not bad.
I can tell you from experience, Toyota, that most streamers are just grasping at straws when they see a username. And I will always say, please clarify if I say it wrong. Because I hate doing that, because you've obviously put meaning into your name, and I want to say it correctly. So, that is shiny. Me. So you gonna evolve the other Geodudes like a Graveler or a Golem? No, I'm gonna leave it as it is because I have too many.
Probably. I have that whole line, all because of Legends Arceus.
I have that whole line before Legends Arceus. How do you think?
That's right, you got one in BDSP, and then I'm pretty sure Let's Go.
I had the whole line in Let's Go.
Oh. Did it in?
And I got one in BDSP, and then I got like 9 in Arceus, so I have way too many of them.
You have 15 Geodude.
I have Legends so many Geodude.
Dear Lord, I feel bad for you both. It's okay, I have like 15 Stantlers, so.
That's because you were going for the alpha one. That's your fault.
Yeah. 9 Graveler. You just need to stay away from wherever they spawn at.
Yeah. Make sure your stack. Making things for. Kinda does that. That's funny.
Mine used to do that.
And
like Ambipom. I have like 8 Apom, so I feel that. No, I think mine's fixed.
No.
Someone told me how to fix it.
I think I told you how to fix it, and then mine's messed up.
You did.
It's not too bad. I mean, I get it.
Yep. See, be back. And then, even though I put be back in there, it's still something. I want to get that. I need to get that emote updated.
It's probably a 2-user. I think that's what I have mine set up as.
It was. I think so. I'd have to look at it.
But it might also be Stream Elements being stupid. I'm gonna look. Also, I'm trying something new. The other thing I'm really excited about for my stream, the new series tomorrow, is that I'm trying something different out that I haven't done before, and I'm excited because it's something new.
Interesting.
Where's the said the thing?
You have 4 shiny Shalfa Ambipalms, all because of the stupid Cobalt Call. Yeah, that happens.
I have 3 Shalfa Larrys.
You win for it though, right?
I
all
did all 3 times. Well, it was.
I don't have any dupe Shalfas.
Well, it was during Camp Yoha, and I got Shiny Walrein the day before it was a target, and I'm like, you know, screw it. I've done perfect decks for it. I'm going for it again, and I got 2 more. So,
I know that feeling. I remember when I got the shiny Rhyperior.
yeah.
Rhyperior, the alpha was the next day, and I was like, suck.
Yeah.
Random shiny cup show, nice, GG's on the purple, bear, pink, purple, whatever it is. Corviknight is ginormous.
Yes, my son is huge. Yeah, there it goes. Oh, actually, no, my candy's what it still says candy.
Orbeetle, let's go! Woo! Just kidding.
I'm trying to figure out why it's not working. Oh, I didn't save it. Duh.
Third shiny today, nice. At least you're getting some shinies. That's always good.
Oh, Kong Sucks is lurking now.
Wow. That is rude. Whoever has that name, you can go away. 11th in Violet. So you have 11 shiny Cub shows in Violet? Is that what you're telling me, Dark King? Or just your 11th shiny and your 11th overall shiny in Violet? I think that's what you meant. 11th overall, okay. I was say you have 11th cup shows. It's like you can have a whole little army, but you're making a whole army there.
I don't know why it's not doing it.
Pizza is lurking.
Jimmy will come in and I'll accidentally fix it. Hey Jimmy, I got a project.
You want? I can send you. I can send you what I got.
You can. That'd be cool. I just want to know how to phrase the 2 user. Because I don't know if it's $2 user. I have it bracketed, so I don't know if that's causing an issue.
Yes, you can authorize a sign into my Twitch. Well, I have 4 pages. Dear Lord.
My quarter night.
Who added exclamation point Kong? What? Nika.
Who you like?
This Kong is left now. Oh, it's left now, so I don't know what that means. I'll go ahead and send it to you. What I got.
I mean, just put it somewhere so I can look at it. That's all I care about.
In Discord.
Okay.
Oh, no, it's not. It is now.
I see a ping. Who pinged me? Who pinged me? Oh, it's dollar user. I have that. That's what I had.
I hate when people do that.
What?
Send me a DM about being on graphic. I don't care. I'm getting banned.
Let's just get one.
Yeah, like a DM to Discord. Like I don't care. You're getting banned.
So
They try to add me as a friend too, and I was like, nope.
Yeah. I had. Okay, so I think I literally have that. Look at it again. Yo, Deadbeat Dead song? I did that to somebody. They didn't know what the song. They didn't know that's what it was. Oh, it was my friend Casper who's playing Breath of the Wild right now. He didn't know Deadbeat Dad song is Deadbeat Dad.
Yep, it's a Debbie
Yeah.
Dad song.
He didn't know about Deadbeat Dad. That's what I was saying.
I didn't know about it. I didn't know either my first playthrough, and someone told me about it on my second playthrough. And I was like, really? So I went to go talk to the family, and I was like, wow, this dude really left his family to go be a musician. I didn't. Never mind. You haven't been. Have you been to the Rito yet or no?
Me?
The Burbs. Have you been to the Burbs section in the game?
No.
Okay, let's see. I was about to say something, but I was like, wait, he may not be there. Corbinite! He took up the whole aisleway. It's weird.
I think it's a difference between Stream Elements and Nightbot.
Yeah.
Which I've thought about getting Nightbot again just because it'd make it easier for everybody else, but I don't have to redo everything.
Yeah.
Although I might do it. I might do it on Twitch, and then
the shiny draft.
Although the only issue is, yeah, it's like I could do it 2 different ways. Have one bot for each account. One for my YouTube and one for Twitch, but then when the mod comes in, they're gonna be like, "Oh, I don't know that."
Shiny Pincurchin in the raid, in a terror raid, yo, get it. I think everyone's knows but you.
I think everybody just does Nightbot, so it's easier for most people. Because you trying to do something the other day, I'm like, it's Stream Elements, but you gotta command. It's really bulky.
Yeah, I didn't know. I thought it was the same, and I was like, I think I did that right, and I was like, yeah, I did. And I was like, oh, then you said Stream Elements. I was like, that's probably why.
Yeah.
Womp 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 womp. Why am I not centered? Stupid. There. Still not centered, but it's better than it was earlier.
Unlurk. There is no unlurk. There is no unlurk. There's only back.
I have an unlurk one. No one ever uses it though. Is this the Pokemon Center music? This is the Pokemon Center music. In the top left part of the layout, you'll see the song.
No. If I did an unlurk command, it would be unlurk. It would be just Chaos X from back.
You were freestyling to this? Nice. It's a good version of the song. Do 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 do.
Yeah, that's the thing. If I was gonna have an unlurk command, it'd be unlurk, and it would be literally Chaos X from back. That's all it would say.
Long move.
Hey, I got a Aura one. It's not shiny. Look at that. That would've been funny because it was 69.
Oh, my dog just came to bust through the door. Hey, buddy.
Dog. Hi, dog.
Oh, and he left. He opened the door. He came in just to open the door, then left.
You mean coffee at this hour? That's fair. I'm gonna need coffee tomorrow.
I have to take my car back to the collision center place.
Yay.
I was driving today and I thought I heard something scrape and I was like, all right, what is that? That's not normal. Then I got out of my car and I looked underneath. They fixed my front bumper because it was loose, so I guess they put it back they put it back on and made sure it was. But what they didn't, what they failed to look at to make sure everything was fine was the bottom part of the bumper, underneath the car. That casing was on the ground, scraping the ground.
Fun.
And I was like, so I called them today, and I'm like, yeah, you can bring it back tomorrow. Bring it back tomorrow. I'm like, good. Fix it.
Yeah.
I took my car to you guys to go fix.
That sucks, dude.
And you didn't fix the whole thing. You fixed 90% of it. You left that little 10% that needs to be clipped back up.
I mean, I've definitely put a bumper back on a car before, just because I could do it.
If I had a jack to car, I do it.
They're literally nothing. There's not much to do it. Like they're held on by nothing. You just put it into the frame, the plastic frame.
Yeah, the lady was like, "Can you duct tape it up there?" I mean, like I could, but I can't see when I'm down there. So sure, I can try. Or I can just take it to you guys tomorrow, and you can just do whatever you need to do to fix it. Since that you were supposed to fix it to begin with.
Is Whopper Wednesday an actual thing, or are you just making it up so you can go to Burger King?
I think it's an actual thing.
Okay. I have like a bunch of coupons for Burger King, but the closest one is like in a big city that's nearby, and I don't want to do it.
It might be a thing. I know I could be lying. I don't go to Burger King no more. Since they messed up my order so many times in a row, I just stopped going.
Yeah.
Or if not, you okay?
No.
He's just here spinning.
$8 for a Whopper. That's still a lot, though.
Pincurchin was not shiny, just the lighting. Yeah, that happens a lot with Pincurchin. Because it's shiny, is just like he's originally like a light orange.
He's yellow.
And it becomes, yeah, so it definitely, tear rate's not a good thing for that. Or Dynamax for that matter.
I remember back in my day, I could get 2 Whoppers for $6.
$8 for a Whopper meal. Burger King is. I can't eat it no more. They fell off so bad.
Yeah. I used to have it all the time. Because I used to get it after I worked at a Gabe's. Because it was literally just down the mountain. I worked, Gabe's was on top of a hill. Like halfway down the hill was the Burger King. So I just stopped at the Burger King on my way home and usually got like a shake and maybe some chicken fries or something. I felt like it.
The only thing I'd probably eat there would probably be their chicken fries, but that's about it. Yeah. And at that, I can go to the store and get frozen ones and make them myself.
That's true. Well, it was like $3. Like I could get a shake and some chicken fries for like $4 or $5. I'm like, that's pretty good. Oh, your $8 is $6. Gotcha. Inflation, Mark.
Inflation sucks.
Also, I would never get that. Okay, tell me how I get 2 back-to-back or Weezings, but that's it.
You don't get one from Mana.
I get one from Mana. Actually, what is the conversion rate on that? Well, if it's 8 for 6, it'd be every $3 is $4, or every $1 is $1.75. If I did the math correctly. Which I think it's $1.89 or $1.80 for every US dollar. I don't know. I don't convert my money to Canadian dollars.
If I was logging to work, they have a conversion rate, but I'm not going to go log in to work just to do it.
Right, work at bank, got to do conversion.
Sometimes, I don't do it now because I don't deal with international customers anymore. But when I worked on business online support, I'd deal with international customers sometimes. They would ask me, what's the conversion rate from this to this? And I'm like, go to your branch. That's one thing I don't miss, talking on the phone to people at all.
I got you, bud. Thanks. I've realized that my life is very boring now that I don't that I don't have classes right now. So I have nothing that like really gets in my day. People are like, so what are you into? And I'm like,
sleep.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I don't sleep that much. I sleep a relatively healthy amount, I think.
Apparently, the Pokemon sleep. I sleep 5 to 6 hours a day.
Oh.
I know they're lying, but it's just because me and Lisa sleep in the bed. So sometimes it picks up when she goes to bed. So she may go to bed later than I do. So it picks up when she lays down and goes to sleep instead of when I originally did. Like one time it said I went to sleep at 3, and I was like, I know I was not up at 3.
I like how the meme,
midnight.
the meme when that came out was like, make sure it lays close to you and don't have anyone else sleep in your bed because it'll mess it up. And it's like, why are they giving people this warning? Like, obviously, if we're playing Pokemon, we're not gonna have somebody else in our bed. It's like, that's savage. I saw the same meme about gaming today. It was eat, game, sleep, and it was like a double bed. And they're like, why is that a double bed? It should be like they don't need 2 beds. Who else is gonna be sleeping in that bed? Like, that's just mean. I think it's fine. Poltergeist is fine. It's just so.
I think it's a cool concept.
The video is cool. Concept's fine.
It's probably. Let's see. We have Toadscroll. Definitely better than Wiglet. I think it's fine. I think it's the best of the 3. I don't really like Toadscroll. I think it's shiny, but I don't like.
Actually, kind of liked it in I've been using it in competitive.
Toadscroll.
Yeah.
Is it grass and poison?
Grass ground.
Grass ground. So it has that ice weakness.
Well, I get the bigger bed vibes because I have a queen, and like if I don't have a queen,
I have a queen size, and we need a bigger bed. The bed that we had when we were in the hotel for New Orleans was a king size bed. We were like, can we just take this with us?
Yeah.
And they're AC.
I think I could deal with a queen and somebody else. It's just I kind of roll a bit, so that's my own problem.
Yeah. I'm glad I don't let Ace on the bed no more. There definitely would be no more room.
Like, have significant other, have bed. I think I could do it. Yo, what's up, Captain Pug? Welcome in, friend. Yoha.
Yo.
Rate my Tiller Yoha impression.
5.
Out of 5? Out of 5 or 5 out of 10?
5 out of 10.
That's okay. I thought I did pretty good.
A little bit more enthusiasm and a little higher.
I can't do it higher. I'm gonna destroy my voice. Like, I'm gonna rip my vocal cords out of my neck. Yoha!
A little better. I think that's an 8.
That's an 8? Oh, I thought you said a little better. I'm like, okay, that's 6. You know, I'll take it. Hunts are not going well. Yo, what's up, Mitch? Welcome in, dude. How was the OOTR?
That's right, he did say he was doing that.
Yeah. I was trying to help him, and he was doing GTG, but it's Master Mode. I'm like, I got nothing. Like, I don't
he's doing Master Mode? Well, good luck with that, buddy.
I do have stuff to do, unfortunately. And I can't just come to Canada because there's an international border that I have to cross. So I need a passport, and I don't have one of them.
Yeah.
You found the water temple? Nice.
Oh, is he doing random entrances?
Yeah.
Oh. It's no bueno.
I like random entrances. They're fun. Believe me, I would want nothing more to be in Canada right now, Steelix.
Especially with this heat. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, you see me like wiping my face every 5 seconds because I'm sweating. In my room. Yeah. I was like, silver gauntlets are good because that lets you do spirit, so that's nice.
Bam. Shiny, give me yellow.
So you guys are gonna experience ads in like minutes, so sorry.
Let me contribute more than 1 point. Please. All I got is 1 point for the Shinotic. That's it.
Honestly, OTR is kind of hard to just jump into the middle of the stream and figure out what's going on. Like, you kind of need to be there from the beginning.
Yeah. Unless you've done like 5,000 of them.
Yeah. Unless you're like me and you're like, oh, I know what you're doing. I know where you're at. I see what's going on. But also you can just ask. Like, Jimmy brought it up to me as like an idea for a video series. I'm like, you know, I can get behind that because then you're watching it as it's going on, and you know, it's a lot easier to sit down and watch a 30-minute video than it is to sit there for a 12-hour stream watching everything that's going on.
Yeah.
Because you do need to see everything.
Oh, I'm out of crunches.
You're hoping next week? It'd be a fun series to watch. Gee, if only somebody did a series of Ocarina of Time randomized.
Exclamation point IC.
Hey.
Look at the shameless plug.
I see, I see, I see.
Only we did a... Oh.
I would say watch the 4-person, but yeah, it's not. It's good at the very beginning, yeah.
Then it gets kind of toward the middle and end.
For reasons.
Yeah.
You'd be too powerful yet. Okay, fair enough.
Didn't you and Jimmy do one recently on stream as well?
Yeah, we did a bingo one.
We did do the bingo one.
Which I won again, but nobody wants to ever do it with me because I keep winning. Can't help it. I'm good at the game.
You randomize dungeons in normal versus master mode. Oh, stop running from the mana.
Yeah.
I think the most difficult one I did was the bingo card. Because it was randomized entrances. It was my first time doing it like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you were at a disadvantage, definitely.
I still had fun though.
See, Alex, I have the opposite problem. I think about things too much. It's like I get started on an idea, I just stop. I don't stop thinking about it, which is its own problem.
Oh, so you have some normal and some master quest. That's
it's like
insane.
a split. You can do it in the randomizer to make it add in random dungeons sometimes.
That's insane.
Master mode.
Well, all the luck to you, Mitch. Hopefully you get it done soon.
I've never played a vanilla master mode, let alone There's Spirit Tracks for the DS. I mean, that was on the DS.
You're more of a man than I am, Mitch. Maybe if I played the game like 1,000 times, I'd do a master quest. But other than that,
I mean, I could go for it right now, but
I think you could do it.
I'm more interested in doing logic with seeds. I think those would be more fun.
Then we have to do the glitches and stuff.
And you have to do all the tricks.
Key sanity. You have key sanity, but key ring was enabled. Key ring? What's key ring?
The key ring is like if you get, I think it's if you get like a key in a dungeon, you can open any door.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's
Something
sounds
like
like you would need that with all the stuff you put in there. Give yourself a little, I want to say easy thing, but makes dungeons a bit less insane.
Okay.
And I'm out of moves. Barrel whack.
Yeah, I don't really want to play Skyward Sword again after motion controls things. It was fun. Like, it's a good game. I'm good.
Find one ring to a dungeon, you get all of them. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's sounds like
A
be
little too
helpful
easy.
with the master mode, with the master quest.
Yeah.
Nah, 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 nah.
I don't know what you're talking about. I know.
Oh, I forgot I
Yeah,
had this.
I would replay Skyward Sword. I just got very frustrated with it. This is a lot of really nuanced things that are annoying.
What?
And some of the gimmicks are bad. Like the stupid robot. Freaking hate that thing.
Yeah, it was. I probably will never go back to it. It was good, but
Yeah.
I didn't like the motion. Even though I didn't really use the motion controls, it's just. I don't know.
I mean, did you watch my series with it?
Yeah.
Where I switched controls in the Ganon fight? Because I'm like, whatever. Sorry, the Demise fight.
Yeah, Demise was terrible. Terrible for it even without it.
Yeah.
I probably lost to Demise like 3 times before I finally beat him.
I lost to him a lot, and then I realized, oh, I need to use motion controls for this one section, and I need to use the controller for the other. And once I figured that out, oh yeah, it's not a problem anymore. Which is funny.
That one seems like it'd be easier to randomize since it's not a lot of places to go to.
Skyward Sword?
Yeah.
Eh,
I would want to do Link's Awakening randomized. That may be cool.
yeah, I would love to do that. It's my favorite Zelda game, so.
Same. I let Aiden borrow it. He said he was having a good time with it.
Although I noticed with like all the like Zelda games that are similar to that, they feel like the same game to me. So I watched somebody play. They were playing, I think, A Link to the Past. No, they were playing Oracle of Seasons.
The
like-
ones that just got added to the Nintendo.
Yeah.
I need to play those.
And I'm like, this feels a lot like Link's Awakening to me.
That's how. Which one was it? The one. When they add, not the most recent one, the one before that. One with the bird turns into your hat.
Minish Cap.
Yeah, there you go, Minish Cap. It definitely had Link's Awakening vibes to it.
Well, I think it's like it's direct like the next game
Oh, I wonder
that
why.
came out. So it makes sense that it would have similar elements.
Yeah, even the final boss fight felt similar. It was a good game though. I recommend playing it if you ever get the online.
Yeah,
recommend
I will probably be getting it because RPG, Super Mario RPG, and I want to play Paper Mario.
Do you need
Origin.
it to play Mario RPG?
Yeah, because it's 64. And 64 is online. You need the extra
Aren't they
service.
remaking it though for the Switch?
No, it's coming out on the store, I thought. Or maybe they are remaking it. That's what they're
Yeah,
doing.
it's a remake because I pre-ordered it at GameStop.
But regardless, I need it for Paper Mario, and I need it for...
That one is coming, right?
Yeah. That's already on there, I think. Yeah, it is already on there.
Yeah, I'll have to play it. I've always wanted to get into some Mario games. I don't know. Last one I played was Odyssey. I really haven't played any of the other ones either.
If you want a good one to get into, I will 100% recommend Sunshine. Like 64 Sunshine are both really good. I just am partial to Sunshine
Gotcha.
because I like it better.
You did Icy on that one too, right?
I did. I actually did both of them. So I have 3D All Stars, which is the Switch game that came out that has Mario 64, Mario Sunshine, and Galaxy.
They took it away. Didn't they take the game away because they released them all on the 64?
Something like that, yeah.
They're like, oh well, we don't need this no more because they're already here.
Well, I don't. No, 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 no. They didn't. They didn't. They got rid of the Mario Tetris game.
Oh,
That's what they got rid of, which I think is weird, but okay.
I forgot I had Marshadow in my box, just chilling.
Yeah, but they are good games. I do want to play Odyssey again, so that's because I think the idea was that I was going to play through every of the 3D Mario games on the channel. I got to get through Galaxy and Galaxy 2. Those games are really long, and I'm good. I do not care for them as much. But Odyssey, I'd play again.
What, you said Galaxy?
Yeah. There's just a lot to do in Galaxy. Because they have so many different worlds and just random stars that are hard to get to, and there's special event things, like there'll be a random comet and there'll be a secret level in the game that you have to do for that area. I'm like, I'm good.
When I used to work at a pawn shop, that game used to come in all the time. At one time, we had like 5 copies of it. And no one wanted to buy it. It's like, can someone buy this game, please?
I mean, it's a good game. It's definitely the worst of the 3D Mario. I haven't played Galaxy 2. I've only played Galaxy. I definitely did not come close to beating it. I mean, the reason I played those 3D Mario games is because I had never beat them before until I played them on IC. Like, Sunshine, I had seen the final battle and I knew what happened, but I never had got there for myself.
Yeah, I need to play some soon at some point. I do really want to play the Legend of Zelda one, though. Was it the Oracle of Ages you said it was?
Seasons.
Seasons. I gotta play that one.
Ages is probably on there too. I think they're like they're counterparts of each other.
Oh, okay.
It's like I was gonna say Spirit Tracks and Hourglass, but I don't think that's right.
I still need to play Link's Awakening. Not Link's Awakening. Link to the
Majora's
Past?
Mask. Yeah, Link to the Past.
Yeah, that one's on there too. I just haven't played it. I played a little bit of it. I'm just like,
I played a little bit of the original Zelda.
Never going back to Majora's Mask.
I think it's on the SNES store or the
it is.
other store. Thank you, Fun Guy, for the shiny luck. Appreciate it.
Each show is, but I'm never going back to Majora's Mask. Never, ever, 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 ever. I don't like the whole day thing. Stupid.
3-day thing. I think that's a cool aspect of it, and that's what makes me want to play it. But
No.
the rest of it, I'm not too keen about.
Final boss is dumb.
I am aware.
So stupid.
I mean, to be fair, the final Ganon fight in Ocarina of Time is dumb, but we still do it.
It's a lot easier than Majora's Mask. I think
Well,
Majora's Mask has like 5 phases to it. It's...
Yeah.
So if you die, you gotta do them all over again.
Oh, yeah. My problem with Ocarina of Time is that Phantom Ganon and Ganon are the same in the first phase. And then the second phase is just like a pushover because I know how to do it now.
Yeah.
So it's not fun to fight.
I still remember, I struggled so much my first time playing, and then y'all finally told me how to beat him, and I was like...
Oh.
You're right. I could have just done that.
I struggled in the IC series because I didn't get the big sword, and I had to use bombs. That was fun.
My first playthrough, I didn't even know Big Sword existed. I never had it, so I had arrows, and that's it, and bombs.
I mean, I knew about it.
I use bombs. I just used arrows, and I was so bad.
Yeah, I knew about it, but I never did it because I didn't know how to do it.
Oh, you have a brilliant aura. You do have a brilliant aura.
You have brilliant aura.
Thank you. Not shiny. Marshadow. Such a cool Pokemon.
It is until you don't see it shiny.
Yeah. 10 more battles and I could just stop. I can run away from them. I'm at 90.
Jeez. I didn't take you that long, honestly.
Nope. Hour and 15 minutes. I might have been like at 10 already because you do fight some in the game. Trainers have them.
I thought that those don't count. You have to be wild.
Hmm.
But I don't know.
Maybe.
I have no idea. Ba-dum-bum. Am no, I'm not shiny hunting tomorrow. I'm not shiny hunting on bonus day. I might do it. I might do an extra stream. We'll see.
I wonder what bonus thing. I wonder what kind of ball it's gonna be.
Dream
I'm gonna say
ball.
premiere. I'm gonna say premiere ball.
It probably is. They usually do luxury, premiere, dusk, and heal. Those are the 4 that usually get used. There's not really like a sun ball, so
There should be.
or I mean, it could be a moon ball to go on
And they-
brand with Lunatone.
And they have dropped Pokemon. Game Freak has dropped the ball so many times on
Yeah.
creating your own Pokeball.
I
Like,
know.
I don't know why it's not a thing.
I keep saying, like, you just need to make the premier ball be able to be customized because it's a white ball.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want to it. You can keep it the white, or you could make it a different color. Like,
It's
I don't
the best.
see the...
It's one of the best parts about Sun and Moon is like the dye shop in Festival Plaza.
There's a dye shop in Festival Plaza?
Yeah, we've had this conversation. It takes a lot of berries to use, but it's cool. So
I
you
know
get,
in
like,
the
mints and stuff.
I know in the second DLC, I think, for this game, they're gonna have where you can finally customize the way you throw a Pokeball out.
That's not that big a deal to me. I'd rather change my character.
True. I just want that, you know, that cocky look when he throws the Pokeball, he just flips it out or something. That's all
Just
I want
like,
for my character. That's all I want.
I mean, I would totally be like a baseball throw. That would be what I do. Just because that's
Or-
natural for me.
I would just have the Pokeball on my belt and just click the little button, not even throw the Pokeball out.
Just be like, go fight, bud. I saw you. Yeah,
You're getting all the brilliant aura Weezings.
I know, I'm just getting Weezings. I mean, to be fair, I know why I'm getting a bunch of Weezings, because I did this hunt.
Oh, did you battle it?
Yeah, I have like 500 knockdown.
That would be why they're all popping up.
Yeah.
I'm getting a little bit more manas now. I'm about to be at 100.
Right, my Twitch keeps like flashing. It looks like it's crashing and then it just... Oh, I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
Like, I don't think that's a good thing.
I don't either, because usually when that happens, it crashes my stream and then I have to reboot everything.
What am I at? I'm gonna say 97. Nope, 95. 5 more.
Patromos.
And I could just run away from these little pink dream ball things.
They're the pillow Pokemon that they're talking about in outside of Mount Moon. With the flower
that-
pattern.
Is that what this is?
They did a theory that this is what that is,
Mm.
because there's the lady outside of Mount Moon who's talking about a Pokemon that they're dreaming of that's pink and has a flower pattern on it, which
Oh.
Mona does, and it's also associated with sleep, so it makes sense.
True.
And
Never-
I actually,
never realized that.
yeah. What?
Said never realized that.
I also use it as a critical piece of evidence that points towards black and white existing before Kanto
Oh, black
in the
and white was
timeline.
before. Could be.
Yeah, because how does she know about it unless she's they found the Pokemon?
True.
She's been in Unova. She's seeing the other side.
Makes sense, honestly. You think black and white's the first in the timeline,
Yeah.
and then
Kanto.
red, blue, Kanto, then Johto?
I think that's what I said. I don't remember. It's been a while.
I think Sinnoh comes before Hoenn.
No.
No?
No.
Where would you put Hoenn at? Right after Johto?
No, and I think the timeline's... I don't know. I haven't watched the video at all. I haven't thought about it since I made the video.
Oh. I never even thought about there being a timeline like that.
I have to look at it again. The only thing I remember is that I said Unova came before her.
This is the first
Anything
one.
else? Yeah. Do I have that? I do. The Unovan timeline theory is what it's called. Now I'm watching it.
What's going on,
Mhm.
Chaotic Nation? It's your boy Chaos here.
Before I said what's good, I said what's going on. Alright, there's the Mana. So I bring up Caitlyn, I think, in it too.
He works on gathering information in other regions, and he most likely sends the other professors of the region Pokédexes to help out or information stuff. It most likely makes sense that he would be working from a region to the Kanto region. So, now the biggest issue with this theory is something that was heavily used, which is as a complete core member, but also functions as a Caitlin's official age, according to Pokemon websites like Bulbapedia, state that Caitlyn is 14 at the time of the Battle Castle step, but her age
Take that,
ranges in 10
you
years
little Mana.
in Black and White Mode 2. The range isn't essential on its face, but after Generation 4. Now this obviously is an issue when you're trying to prove
I'm at
2 and 4
hey, I'm at 100. Let's go. Now I'm only gonna battle Brian White.
a year after Black and White 2. Now what would be logical explanations for this issue?
Maybe Marshadow will bring the shiny look.
If you look at the character designs for both Caitlyn, we can see the difference with the hair color. Now, yes, hair dye would be the regions have this to have
Yeah, the problem is that the video is so old I didn't have good editing for it. So I don't have like I'd have to find my actual like scripts. I actually still might have that. I do still have my script for it. Wow. Let's go. Look at me never getting rid of things working out in my favor. Alright. I say that black and white occur at the same time as Generation 1, and Generation 3 is also at the same time as Generation 1.
So they're all
So
the
Gen
same.
1, 3, and 5 all happen at the exact same time. Then Black and White 2 would come 2 years after that because we know that's for certain according to the characters in the game that say that. What else did I say? I brought up the national decks. Like they basically put the Kanto Pokemon available in Unova and as part of it. Yay! Brilliant spawn. He yelled at me. I talk about the Caitlyn thing again. Oh, I clarify that I say that Caitlyn in the battle, she's one of the frontier brains, I think. In Emerald. So I say that she is actually the daughter of Caitlyn, and it's just named Caitlyn as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And she would have left for her Pokemon journey a year before any of the games happened. So, it makes sense.
Interesting.
I'm just reading it.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
It's a pretty. Gen 6 is 2 years after Black and White 2, which placed them a year after Gens 2 and 4. So it'd be 1, 3, 5, 2, 4, 6, 7. And that was all that was out at that point in time.
Just 7. So 7 was last.
Yeah.
Because of the advancement of the Rotom decks.
Yeah. And obviously all of this stuff could be there soon. Then you have to do a different theory based on
Hisui?
well, based on Mega Evolution, that timeline, and then Hisui is a part of it too. Hisui's is definitely the first game,
Yeah.
but when I made that video, Alola was out. That was it. So I'm sure one of those Weezings have been shiny, and I just never encountered it. So that's all.
Yeah, if you don't see it, it's not shiny.
Yeah.
Do, 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 do.
This is Scarlet and Violet. I would have found it.
Right, we would have found like 2 of them.
Yeah. Yoha, Jimmy. Can you fix my alert command so it actually goes to the person who sent the command? Thanks. I have a job for you.
So many Weezings. I haven't battled you 100 times. Go away.
Yoha! But like, if you type something after alert, it messes up.
Why are you the most common spawn here? Go away. You think Mana would be the most common spawn?
I think it is. Okay, see, cake is. First she typed cake. Now I want cake.
I saw the Mana back here, but it despawned because it was behind the Weezy and I saw it late.
I'm sure
Suck.
family would be upset if I made cake.
I like how I battled Mana, but yet I'm getting a ton of Weezy now. That makes 0 sense. Ah.
I was messing with it earlier, but I can't figure it out. I have it right now as like $ bracket user close bracket or close parenthesis rather, not bracket.
There's a Corviknight finally. Dear Lord. Something besides a Weezing.
I like how it goes from Rookie D to Corviknight, and there's no Corvisquires here.
Yeah.
It's like
Rookie
you
D's in the
either-
first part and then Corviknight's here. Funny. You're a
I could
big
just make it
bird.
easy. Could make it easier on everyone. Just go back to Nightmare. Did I ever explain why I use stream elements?
No.
No. I used it because back in the day there used to be the song request feature
Oh, okay.
that was built into stream elements. And so I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna start using stream elements because I had song request on, and people could request songs. But now we can't do that. So yeah, I don't really need it anymore, I guess.
I'm sure you got a lot of commands though. It'll take you a while.
I've definitely made a lot since then.
Unless you condense your commands. Because I know there were commands for specific shinies.
Yeah.
And then you had recent. So that takes up a lot.
It'd just be copying over every command that I've had made, or not putting them back in. Like obviously put like Pawniard, put Regice,
Put the known shiny
Mimikyu,
reaction.
yeah, the ones that are the good ones,
Yeah.
but not all the other ones between. All the ones from Scarlet and Violet nobody cares about. I mean, Tauros was good. So.
I don't think I've had a good reaction since. It's been a while.
I had good reactions the last Last couple I've got actually.
The last two?
Well, I didn't expect to find a shiny Phantom,
No, you didn't.
so that's not what I was hunting. But I got one.
Then
I
you got the
definitely did not
Shenanigan.
expect to find a Shinonic same day. So yeah, those were good reactions.
I think my last good reaction was the Blissey. The Alpha Blissey when we streamed.
Right.
I definitely did not expect that thing to shine. I was just going for it just to go for it. Who knows when my last Sword and Shield shiny was on stream?
I have no idea.
It's been a long time.
Lapras.
Oh, Shiinotic. Dumb. Stupid. No, Lapras was not on stream. I got that off stream and I got it in back-to-back eggs. I was upset. But I got two. It took me like 6 months to do that stupid hunt.
I know it did. Welcome to Pawneer. Welcome to Cat.
The Spiritomb was just as long. Spiritomb was like 4 months. I was like 2,300 eggs.
Then you have me over here playing a game where it's 1 in 10, just like Akon, shiny Lapras.
Ugh.
To be fair, that had to be 1 in 10 because that also was supposed to do a specific color Nuzlocke without shiny hunting all the time. So leave me alone.
Yeah. We should do a race in Sword and Shield. Go to every route and see who gets it first. Just kidding.
No,
It'll take too long. We don't have it. I don't have Tiller shiny luck in this game.
I don't either, especially for full odds, because I went 3 times odds in every single one. Or pretty darn close to it. Who used Twitch Whispers? Ew.
Getting all the monas.
Not.
Whenever I get a whisper now on Twitch, it's usually someone asking about graphics. I'm like, stop. Stop.
I honestly don't think I get whispers on Twitch. I don't look at them. So
When I see that when I see I have a 1, it just bothers me and I have to get rid of it.
I get that, but I don't think it shows up for me.
That's good. Maybe that's good. I wish I could just block whispers in general.
So just Discord me, bro.
Yeah, here's my Discord. Just go Discord. A lot easier.
I mean, it's not really a lot easier. It's actually more difficult, but it's just what we use. So
Yeah, true.
you have to type something else after alert, bud.
It's still
Why
not
did it
working right.
lowercase?
Jimmy.
That's weird. Why
That's
did
funny.
lowercase the J? That's so weird.
Mana. It's a shiny mana. Look, ooh, it's yellow. There's a yellow mana on my screen.
Yeah, right.
I mean, there is.
Yeah, but it's static. It's not moving.
You got one too. I see it there. Just
Yeah,
floating
it
in
doesn't count. Imagine you just I'm surprised. Well, never mind. It's like you could totally doctor a photo and submit it, and no one would know.
there.
Like it's not that hard.
Was there some clown behavior going on? Nani? Clown? I don't like clowns, so I'm gonna say no.
What kind of messed up clowns came to your birthday parties as a kid?
Ugh. hate clowns so much.
Nobody got
Ugh.
somebody got that reference.
Mm-mm. Didn't get it.
It's from what's it called? It's called from Friends.
Probably why I haven't seen all the Friends.
I haven't. I just know that scene. And Joey and Chandler lose somebody's baby in the hospital. And they're like, ducks are... I think it's the diaper is ducks. One is ducks and one's clowns. It's like, okay, we'll flip for it with heads or tails. Alright, how are we going to choose which one's which? It's like, okay, we're going to do ducks. Heads is ducks. Because ducks have heads. And Chandler says, what kind of messed up clowns can you predict? That's what I had.
How are both our shinies Shinotic? Well, when he last streamed this, he got a shiny Shinotic. When I last streamed, we did not do a multi. I got a shiny Shinotic, so that's
That's what it was.
That was the target.
Yeah. We're doing the same thing. We're hunting for Camp Yoha, so we're gonna have the same sorts of targets. Why? Well, I mean that's funny because
I can put Y in Whitey Kong. It says
just
White
added,
Kong.
just added text. So that was weird.
Some shenanigans. I did mention it earlier too. I was like, I like how we didn't even do a multi, and how both our recent are Shinotic.
Yeah.
Great.
This is a big test. Yes, it is. All right, I think we're good.
It worked because I put Y in and put White Kong.
Also, for everyone who said lurk, you're welcome.
Stupid Wheezy. Go wait.
I thought I found a shiny because I looked at the color of the shiny mana and looked at the screen and they were different and I'm like, oh,
Never mind.
I'm like, we're trying to get matchies here. We're not trying to
Get different.
So totally pick this because it's yellow and I will get it.
I'm surprised you haven't gotten it already.
I know, right? That's why I got the Shinotic. It's yellow.
Yeah, it's a hamburger.
I've been told that, but it's like not a hamburger.
It's a hamburger without the bottom part of the bun.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying now. But I see the yellow on the top and I think cheese.
I would have said cheeseburger, but the yellow would be like in the middle.
Because yours is cheeseburger.
What?
He does. Jimmy doesn't remember the cheeseburger song.
How do you? I think you showed me that actually. How do you
did.
change the chat in the multi to dark mode?
Be skilled.
The chat in the multi to dark mode? What? Do you...
I have no idea.
Wait, what?
It's probably in the same down in the settings.
Maybe the little settings button. I don't know.
Jimmy, send him the cheeseburger song.
Does not. I remembered. No.
But the cheeseburgers.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I'm sorry. I'm not good at Twitch.
Nobody is good at Twitch. Twitch isn't even good at Twitch.
We don't need to play that song again. I remember now.
My finger slipped. I guess we're playing Octopath now.
Oh, I guess we are, huh?
Whoops.
Just leave it there. Throw people off.
They're like, what are you doing? I'm like, don't worry about it.
We're playing Pokemon.
If I really want to throw
Octopath
people
2.
off, I'm playing Tears of the Kingdom.
It's the DLC to Octopath. It looks like Pokemon, but it's not. Okay. This is the second DLC, Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah, it's Tears of the Kingdom. You know, there's so much sandbox that you can just play Tears of the Kingdom.
I got you. Here. Well, now we're both playing Tears of the Kingdom. This is what I used to play it.
I also noticed that I have an issue with Streamlabs.
Do you brain or you're not brain or? Okay, you can go.
Now it's in my head.
You can go back to.
He says yes it is, but we're closed now. Gonna be open tomorrow at 10.
Stop.
That's in my head.
Stop.
And I did it to myself.
You did. Stop. No one wants to hear that song right now.
Apparently I do. It's a good song.
Ah, no! Wheezing, stay away! No! It was an exclamation point. It was still Wheezing. No, I'm about to run to this Wheezing that's right in front of me, too. If I get a Wheezing, I'm gonna be upset. Yep, I knew it! I knew I was gonna run into it. If I get a shiny Wheezing, I'm gonna call it Abraham.
No.
No?
Does I know why you did? I don't remember what I called mine. Doug.
Doug?
Doug Dimmadome. Owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome.
Oh, yeah. That's right. It's a good nickname, too.
I used one of my first team, so that was why.
Fairy godparents.
And so I'm like, ooh, I'm like neutralizing gas. Remember when we all thought that was gonna be like the next big VGC mon because we kind of like let Reggie get it, and then no one ever uses it.
And it wasn't.
No one ever uses it because it's actually bad.
Yeah, because it does it to everybody, not just the enemy.
Oh. That's why we have a thing on Discord. And also, I would never use that because the mods having their own chat is kind of, yeah.
Oh, look. Brian Aura Weezy, don't shine, please.
Dink.
And now it's pink in my game, too. And now it's no longer pink in your game.
Yeah. I mean, it's honestly not that difficult. I think you're just complaining about it, honestly. Like, if you're watching it on the computer, just get your phone and go on Discord on your phone. Or if if you're watching on your phone, just open the Discord app and say what you need to say. You're still watching the stream.
I mean, I know most phones have a thing where you can have two apps open at once. You can split screen.
I don't know how to do that, but I need to know how to do that.
I've been by accident. I'm like, oh, I can do this. I mean, it kills your battery faster, but you can do it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend it.
I mean, I just do the little pop-out window most of the time, so it's fine. No luck. Why would I have that?
I got a shiny in my dreams, and then it fainted. I can't even get shiny in my dreams.
Nope.
They explode.
Like if you dream about shinies, I have questions about your life. Because aren't there better things to be dreaming about?
Yeah, no, I had my actual dream was about food.
That's fair. There you go. There you go.
Yeah,
I don't understand either. Like that's how I had it set up at the beginning of stream, Jimmy, and I did it, and somebody did it, and it was weird. I'm like, why is this broken?
Mm-hmm.
And then you did the exact same thing, and it works. I think it's just being a butt.
Do it on purpose to make your life difficult.
It's like, hey, Jimmy hasn't worked all day today, and you know he totally wants to do more tech support stuff. You know?
Did you delete the cache and cookies? Did you try a different browser?
All
Did you
right.
turn it on and off?
Did you unplug it and plug it back in? Oh, I never did my laundry. Oof. I just thought about that.
Those are always my first. Those were always my first three questions when I was troubleshooting. Like, someone couldn't log in the chase on the computer. I'm like, did you do this? Did you do this? Did you do this? They're like, yes. And I'm like, okay. Did you do this? They're like, no. Do it. Okay, it's working. See?
My son. I totally put a load of laundry in and forgot to just wash it. I mean, dry it.
Yeah,
I kind of need what I washed for tomorrow.
My favorite troubleshooting call was, he's like, yeah, I can't log in. It's saying my username is not working.
Alright, I'm gonna go.
Okay.
Be right back.
I was like, what episode are you on? He's like, Wells Fargo, and I'm like, oh, Chase me. It's my favorite. It's great. It's great when not even on the website. Fantastic. Jimmy! Yo! Yo! How's it going, bud? Just over here jamming to the nightshade. Running away from these dream bubbles. Wish will turn yellow with some green petals. I'm so glad I don't have to go in the office tomorrow. I work from home.
Sorry, I had to make sure that was done.
Are you fine?
I got
Not over
pants in there for work tomorrow, and I need them.
I'm not over here yawning.
I needed them. I just hope that the dryer actually gets them dry, because it usually doesn't.
Yeah, I had to throw my jacket and pants in the dryer because it kind of got rained on yesterday. I was like, It was pretty bad. It's the first rain we got in all summer, too.
Jeez.
Yeah. Welcome to Texas, where it doesn't rain for 2 months straight. And then when it does rain, you get floods.
Well, all that time, I guess it makes sense.
Yep. And where our winters are only like 2 weeks instead of 2-3 months. Even though the forecast people did say prepare for a harsh winter, and I'm like, guess what you said last year? The lowest they got here was like 40.
Yeah, that's not cold.
No. It's chilly. It's cool outside. It's better than 90, 100 degrees, but
That's fair.
that is the South in a nutshell. Where you get all 4 seasons in 1 week. It could be cold one day. It could be rainy the next. That same day, it could be 110 degrees. That same night, it could be 40 degrees. You never know what you're gonna get.
You're just gonna get something. That's sick.
Some days I don't know if it's gonna be hot, so I have to go outside and see what the weather is. It's been 100 here for 3 days. It's been 100 here for 2 months.
They have an app for that, you know?
Sounds like the Midwest. Oh, East? I thought you said West. Please tell me y'all got that reference. If
I
y'all
know,
didn't,
I've heard it
very-
before, but I don't know what it's from.
SpongeBob.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
didn't
Oh,
watch it.
East? I thought you said West. Sorry guys, that makes SpongeBob reference on the daily basis. I know I'm not a kid no more, but it's okay. It's okay, everything's fine. Fine. See, look, everything's fine. Koi Coco's not there, just burning behind him, you know? Set the whole house on fire.
He's a fire type. That makes sense.
What compass are you reading? The compass that doesn't exist. It's the compass of America because it's checked up.
I'm just gonna keep going.
Huh?
Just gonna stay the course. Don't know what you're talking about, but okay.
Oh no, she asked me what compass are you reading, boy. Oh, I get it. You're saying what Mr. Krabs said. Yeah. What compass are you reading, lad? This one. I'm sorry. It's funny.
For some reason,
It's all broken.
I keep getting
Uh.
recommended like AI covers from like Plankton of songs on my TikTok, and I'm like, why is this happening?
I've seen a few.
Like, I don't care. Why is this happening?
I get it, Monica. I am so sorry. I got it after I read that's what Mr. Krabs said. I was like, oh, yeah, that's right. He did say that. He was like, you have the map upside down, Patrick. He's like, oh. Sponge. Earlier SpongeBob was funny. I don't know about the later episodes. I haven't really watched any of it. I heard they not that good. But the beginning episode, like the first like 4 or 5 years of SpongeBob was fantastic.
I haven't. Yeah. I don't know what I've seen. I've seen some of it, but it's like if it was on and I had nothing else to watch, sure. But usually,
Patrick, would you like the job starting now? Oh boy, what are you fired?
At least he got a job.
He had a job for a second, and then he got fired immediately. Who wants a Krabby Patty at 3 a.m.? Oh boy, it's 3 a.m. Great. It's not a boulder, it's a rock. Because I say that all the time.
You do.
Sorry. Chaos is like, why do I multi with this guy again? All he does is reference SpongeBob.
He does. He does do that.
It's SpongeBob, it's just a stupid star. You... Patrick, you would know something about stupid stars, considering you are one. Ah, Corviknight scared me. That's a big bird. Why are you ginormous, Corviknight? Are you really this big?
Yes. Corviknight's huge. Corviknight's like 7 feet tall.
Now I just want that bird hanging off my balcony so everyone could be intimidated by it.
They have to be big. They're literally a taxi service. They carry grown people.
True.
I'm looking it up to make sure. I'm looking at Gigantamax. That's obviously big.
You have a damp ability, Golduck going for Solrock. Nice. And want to explode on you if it shines. I remember watching someone's clip of getting... it was a while back. They got like a Lunatone. It was random and it exploded. Like it broke out of the ball with no like... Didn't even move and then it exploded. I was like, oh.
I think that was posted again in Discord today.
Was it? Oh, it's so sad. I'm just like, that has to be the worst. I mean, I know the pain of a shiny Pokemon killing itself. I've had it happen.
Yeah, Corviknight is 7'3".
Oh, I wish I was 7'3".
You don't.
I wish I was at least 6 foot tall.
I wish I was at least 6 foot tall. So it
Veluza
wouldn't be
with
that much
Memento?
different.
Ooh, I didn't know Veluza could learn Memento. Mine was Galarian Yamask with Memento, and the only reason why it had Memento is because it was a Brilliant Aura spawn and it was an egg move.
Mm-hmm.
If it was a regular Yamask, it would not have had it, and that's what made it worse. Mm-hmm. I was like, this thing learns Memento, and then I looked at it and I was like, what level is learning that? I was like, it's an egg move, and I was like, son of a...
Yep.
Speaking of Brilliant Aura, check.
Speaking of Brilliant Aura, I keep finding things that aren't mana in Brilliant Aura. Upsetting.
There was a good while I saw like 15 Weezings in a row. Speaking of
It's the
Weezing,
common spawn.
there's 2 right there. 3. I wish it wasn't. I wish Mana was the common spawn.
That is one of the common spawns too.
Mana has a lot of places in the wild area, but it needs to be foggy for it to spawn.
Yeah, it's not foggy today anywhere.
No, it was foggy a couple days ago.
Yeah.
But we weren't hunting for money.
Nope. That was one of the first thing that was said in our cabin this morning. Is like, it's not a good weather day. I'm like, oh.
Nope.
I'm like, cool.
The other day had it because Hatena spawned in like 4 different places, and it was foggy, and I was like, great, go Corviknight, scared the crap out of me. Oh, there's a Wheezy.
Oh, that's just shiny wheezing.
I hope not.
I'm good. I don't want to take it.
I need a coffee, not Wheezy.
I do need. Well, I guess there's no Galarian coughing, which is honestly a shame.
Yeah, the glaring coffin should have been like the same color, maybe like a little goatee, little green goatee
That
instead of the
would've been
beard.
sick.
Kind of like the small one that's here. The little small one.
What's small?
The Wheezy,
Oh, the
little
one
small
that's
head,
next to
small
it.
head like that.
It's got too much beard though.
Just have a little goatee with the eyebrows.
Right.
That would have been great. Simple too. Like, I don't know why they didn't think of that. And they should have made it. They should have made it like a Alola Grimer, where the Alolan Grimer is just a shiny form with some yellow in it. It's just shiny Grimer, and then the shiny form of Alolan Grimer is just regular shiny Grimer. It's regular Grimer.
Yep.
It's great.
Those were done well.
No.
For the
SpongeBob references.
The SpongeBob references, yeah.
I went on a SpongeBob timer for like 5 minutes. I'm sorry.
It's fine. I mean, it's fine.
There is a good reference right now, but there's an episode where they go pink and yellow, where SpongeBob, they're fighting. SpongeBob has pink underwear, while Patrick has yellow, and they go pink, yellow. You do care, since we're hunting a yellow mom, but its original form is pink. That was the.
Okay. Sure.
Chaos is like, okay, guys, stream's done. I'm banning Kong from chats. I'm sorry. I'll stop. You're yellow? Am I?
It's like,
That's not good.
whoops, I'm playing Hollow Knight now. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, it's not good if I'm yellow. Oh, playing Hollow. Uh-oh. Alright, fine. I got this. I'm playing OTTR, but you can't see what I'm doing.
Oh. I do the YouTube one, but I haven't said what it's gonna be yet, so I can't.
Lux, Ray, OTTR is right. OOTR. I'm sorry. You know what I'm talking about, Jimmy.
Karina, time. Right.
Yeah.
You didn't know there was a silent T in
Do I? I don't know. Maybe.
in of. There's a silent T in of.
Yep. It's like pterodactyl. Why is there a P there? Why is there a T in of?
Reminds me of a conversation I had with Nico about Czech.
Of what? Czech?
Czech.
Like the country?
No, like the.
Like the word Czech?
Yeah.
Oh.
They spell it QUE
Who?
instead of CK. British people.
They spell it QUE?
Yeah. Czech. CHEQUE. That's Czech. Not CHECK.
That's
I looked
wrong.
at it and I'm like, huh?
That's wrong. That's wrong. That's Chiku.
Exactly. It's like, yeah, they spelled. I'm like, so you spelled duck like DUQUE, right? That's duck. She's like, no. I'm like, it's not CK. I'm like, well, stop spelling Czech wrong and just spell it right. Like Czech, it looks like they're checking the Q and they just smash the words together.
Chiku. UK is great. I want to go one day just to see most of their vocabulary.
Nope, I'm good. So if everything else on this mana changes, why does the oh, never mind. Dumb question.
I want to go there, but I want a cookie.
Oh.
I want some fries.
They'll give you a chocolate chip cookie if you ask for a cookie. That's what a cookie is.
I thought, don't they call it cookies biscuits?
Yes, but the cookie is specifically a chocolate chip cookie in the UK. It's not anything else.
You need some crisps.
No, you can't go. I want an M&M cookie. That you want an M&M biscuit. I'm like, no. You dumb dense piece of crap. That's what I want.
Oh, gotta love it. Gotta love it.
To be fair, in that case, they are right. Because you're in their home country.
Yeah.
Just why anytime too, Unica comes in and they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna type this the way I type," and I'm like, "No, this is U.S. English. You type the way I understand things."
You spell it in English, not UK. Spell it in America.
Spirit in America.
America. Oh, I'm gonna stretch. Oh, my elbow popped. That felt pretty good.
Nice.
Don't get old, guys. It sucks. If you can find a way to stay young, do it. You know,
Just
it
don't.
sucks.
If you find the fountain of youth, just don't stay in there too long that you forget how to swim.
Yeah.
That's how we do. Hey, Tui. Hey.
Yo, we went swimming. I think I told you we went swimming like this weekend, and I was sore until this morning.
Jeez, you're old.
I was like, "What happened?" It felt like someone beat me up. Like 3 days in a row.
I went swimming last week? Yeah, last week. Not intentionally, but I went swimming.
Not intentionally. Did you just like fall in the water?
Yeah,
Oh, God, makes sense then.
it was fun.
I went swimming by accident.
I went swimming by accident.
Great. Like, what did you fall in? Kind of.
No, I was swimming with all my clothes on for the
No
weeks I
reason.
could. How did I fall in?
He was walking and slipped.
I was trying to get in a kayak.
You were what?
I was trying to get in a kayak, and like there was no like easy grate to get into the water. Like it was a drop off everywhere you went. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get in, but I didn't like bend down far enough so that my center of gravity was low enough. So I took a step and I went, oh, I guess I'm going in the water now. And there I went.
Gotta get ready for bed. Hope to see more Shiny 15 Cat in the morning. Alright, enjoy sleeps. Thank you for stopping by, Monica. Thank you for chatting. Get some sleeps.
Bye.
You got the Marnie battle theme. Come on. Give me the shiny. Exclamation point cat in the chat.
Well, I'm also like, if I go kayaking, I'm gonna end up in the water. Like this is just what's gonna happen, and I have accepted that. Not like I'm gonna actively try to fall in the water, but it's gonna happen at some point. Like you can be like, oh, this is an unflippable kayak, you know. Did that one time. That went with a friend. They're like, oh yeah, we have an unflippable kayak. Here you go. I'm like, cool. Barely got in the water and I was already in the. I was already flipped over, and they're like, how'd you do that? I'm like,
I don't know. It just happened.
I'm just gonna get in the water. That's just what it is. So I've accepted it. I'm just gonna go in the water anytime. And if there's something that I'm doing that has water, I'm gonna end up in it. And that's why you don't like strap yourself into a kayak. It's just, you're asking for it at that point.
I forgot you could fish in this little. There's like a little place you can fish over there.
Yep. I think that's how I did my encounter in Lockout.
You Slumbering Weald? You'd use the fishing.
I used the fishing because I couldn't get anything else.
What is that? Oh, that thing is that thing is here.
What thing? Did you run it
Galarian.
with Stunfisk?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the rare spawn.
Oh, okay. I was like, what? How long have you been here? Hey, Mana. Where's my 3% spawn of Brian Auras?
Where's my manas?
What's back here? Is it just that? Oh, it just goes in a circle. That what happens? It sure does.
I don't know what that is, too. Oh. Yeah, you don't do that.
I thought maybe there was like a patch of grass over there I was missing. Nope, nothing. Oh, yo, Tui, baby. Just like, how's it going, bud? Hope all is well. Do 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 do. I'm shooting for 2 hours. It doesn't feel like 2 hours, does it?
No.
Time goes by fast when you're not getting shinies.
That's not true. Okay.
I know, it was just a joke.
I don't know. I gotta see what my plans are for tomorrow. I might be able to pull off a stream. I want to start my new thing, so I'm not gonna do Yoha.
That's on the YouTube side, right?
YouTube, yeah. But it is bonus point day.
I would like to play a fan game with you at some point.
A what now?
A fan game? Fan-made
Pokemon
game?
fan game?
Yeah.
They're good.
A fan made game that's not what's the one? What's it
Insurgents?
called? Yeah, Insurgents, because no.
Too difficult?
Yeah, I lost like in the first like 2 routes. It gave me a Caterpie and then I ran to a fire type and I was like, well, I'm dead.
No.
Or I ran to a flying type and I was like, yeah, I'm dead.
Better than a Delta Lock 4. I didn't even get off the first round.
What was it? It was a normal type. It was a flying type, but it didn't have a flying type. We had a normal type, so I had the Charmander and I couldn't hit it.
Yeah, I got my starter and my encounter killed me in Delta Lock 4. So
I had learned that if you're doing a Nuzlocke and searches, don't select Nuzlocke mode.
yep.
Just
because
play the game
it's
regular
cheap.
and do a Nuzlocke.
Self-impose it because it cheats.
Because even if you lose in the first battle, you lose.
you lose.
It's so dumb.
Yeah.
I don't know. Xenoverse was fun. I never got to finish Xenoverse. There's a few other ones that I wanted to try. Maybe at some point.
I got rid of the Nuzlocke mode when I lost something to poison. And
Oh,
I'm like, that counts as a. I'm not like, nope. We're not doing this. Tired and achy from all the work. Yeah.
I even got
Monday's
a.
long.
I was in the Xenoverse game. I was just training my team because I was a little under level to do the gym, and I ran into a shiny. I ran into one of the shinies for the fan made Pokemon. I was like, oh, that's cool.
Right. I mean, I got a shiny in Uranium. I did best team for it.
Was it a regular shiny or was it one of the?
It was one of the new mons. Yeah.
That's always good.
It's like I want to use this on my team, but it's not on the best team, so I can't. It could have been anything that I could have used, and no, of course it wasn't. It's the one thing in the cave that I couldn't use. It's like the 5% spawn too. I'm like, no. Glad I got it because it's cool, but that sucks.
I wouldn't mind doing one at some point. I don't know. That'd be cool.
I would recommend the ones I've played, but Insurgents is a lot of grinding. Uranium's
Yeah,
a lot
it
of
is.
grinding.
I saw you play Uranium a few times, and that looked grindy.
It was so grindy.
And I saw you play Unbound as well.
Unbound isn't as grindy, but it does have its moments. And Unbound is actually pretty cool. There's a whole Benjamin Button gym that's a lot of fun.
Is it really?
Yeah. So like if you have a full team of Pokemon in the 3 stages of evolutions, you get essentially doing math in head. You get 18 Pokemon essentially in that battle.
Oh wow.
Because every time your Pokemon gets knocked out, it devolves.
That's weird.
It's Benjamin Button gym.
Yeah, that's cool. That's weird but cool.
Which was fun because I ran in there. I think that was when I evolved my Gliscor. And I went in with a Eviolite Gliscor.
So when they got knocked out, Gligar has Eviolite.
Yeah. It was a funny strategy, but it worked.
I'm probably gonna take a quick break here. A few minutes. Next encounter. Unless
I'm
it's
gonna
shiny.
take a break when I get
No. Okay.
when I get my ads. A, to check my laundry, and B, I need water. Some water.
Yeah, I need something to drink too. Maybe some water. But I will be back, guys. Enjoy the burb screen and the music.
Okay. I'm still here.
And enjoy Chaos as well, because he's gonna still be on. You may hear him through the burb. You're gonna hear him through the burb.
You're gonna hear me through the... That'd be funny if they actually fell for that. Like if it cut at the right moment and I just stopped talking. There's no shot it did, but that'd be funny. Just be yellow. Yellow man. I wish there was a way to boost this. Like I would totally be doing like exclamation points if I could boost this up. I did look at that. I was like, I wonder if cute charm's a thing, because I was wondering if Mana was like more female than male, but it's not. So. And an ability like Psychic Surge that cause psychic types to show up more frequently, you know? Just saying. That'd actually be a really good ability. But then, like, I guess Grassy Surge and Electric Surge would have to do grass and electric types. Yeah. I wonder what their next, like, ability condition is gonna be. Like, they have weather. They have surges. Like, are they gonna do something else? Like, is there another field effect? Oh. I keep reading that message about your sister knocking herself out, and I keep thinking she wasn't working on a house, because I see drill, and I'm like, oh, she was putting something together and a board fell on her head. It's like, no. That's not what happened. Yeah. Sorry, I was reading something I shouldn't be reading while I'm streaming. It's fine. I'm just hoping to get this. I will not feel bad if I get this today, because then I will not have to worry about not contributing tomorrow. Well, we'll be back Friday, I guess, so we can do it then. If you didn't see the switch, we're doing tiers on Saturday again. I think I said that, but tiers is, I have it scheduled as the Sunday stream, but it will likely be one of those that switches around based on what's going on in my life and what's going on in Jimmy's life, because Jimmy has plans on the weekends sometimes. I have things that come up on the weekends sometimes, so I can't be around. Which is why it's changed many times. So hopefully we can get that done. Unfortunately, it's the time Jimmy's available during the week. It's like I am much more predictable on the weekdays, but weekends are like can be a lot. Which I will also Friday's stream will be later in the day, because I do have a thing for lunch that I have to be at. So I'll be on when I get home, but I gotta get home. That's the thing. So I read that again. I think it's doing the glitch thing, and it makes it look like the chat's moving, and it's not. That's fine, though. Yeah, I'll have to also switch Wednesday's stream. I know I said Wednesday's stream is... I think I said I was going to move it up to 5. It's going to probably be 9 to 2, like every other stream. So I think I have class at 2. So it'll probably honestly be like 9 to 1. Or 1:30. It honestly could just become my my YouTube day. So I've thought about that too. It could just be my YouTube day, and I do like an 11 to 1 or something like that. And then I can do more on Thursday. But I work Thursday, so that's the problem with Thursday. But it doesn't mean I couldn't do a late stream on Thursday. It's just kind of the day that got it because I had other things going on. I think it's because I had class Thursday nights, and I just never changed it. So. But I'll have to see, like, when, like, September comes around. We'll see. I don't like having my schedule be flipped around as much as it has been, but yeah. If it says 5 to 10, that's not going to happen. I honestly don't even know what I'm doing in that slot yet. So that's something to figure out. Like what's going to go on in that Wednesday slot. I mean, I have some ideas what it could be, but I don't know, boss man. I don't know. But yeah, any changes like that will be made over in the server, so please join the server, Discord server for that. Yeah, the little wheezing looks kind of high or drunk. Just looks messed up, man. Just like, that's what I see. Yeah. I also don't like the late streams either anymore. Mostly because I have a roommate, and also because my light makes my room hot, and hot room at night does not equal me sleep. So, yeah. Not a fun thing. Also, I know a lot of people. Oh, I don't know if it's better for people later streams. I mean, I guess for some people it would be, but for others it wouldn't be. Very hard part about the community nowadays is like the normal people who would show up. At least I consider my regulars. Like they all have like big schedules now, so they aren't around at the same times as they used to be, which makes it a little bit harder to plan. But you know, I do have to make the schedule based around what I can do too, which part of the reason I moved everything up is because I knew all my stuff was going to be in the afternoon, and it works for me better. So, we'll see how it goes for now. We'll see how it goes. I've not really noticed anything specifically with the stream schedule change that's affected me too much. So that's nice. But I don't know. It also might be like shortening some of the streams down. Because I know I talked about Wednesday. I'm like, well, honestly, Monday's gonna have to be the same way too. So we might just end up cutting streams down to like 4 hours on those days. Because I really don't want to start any earlier than I am. You do not need to land more than it. Stop landing critical hits and being praised. Just KO the thing and let's move on. I need to be getting my points. Not KOing Weezings that don't count. I wonder if the fact that I've hunted Weezing here is causing me issues. Yes! 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 Let's go! Yo, I just got the shiny. If you're on Kong's stream, you should come check it out. Exclamation multi. Oh man, so we know, what do we know about this thing? Jeez. It's 45. We know it doesn't have anything, right? Because I looked at this earlier. It's Yawn, Psychic, Moonblast, and Dream Eater. So it literally doesn't have anything. So we just put it to sleep, right? Hey, I landed it first try. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. And I can false swipe now. Because the only way it's going to get HP back is if it Dream Eaters me. Hey, thanks for the crit. That's when I need it. That's actually when I need it. Alright. What do I catch? Dream Ball would be good. Do I have more than one? Honestly, I don't think I even care. I do have one. Is it what I want? It doesn't really match. I'm kind of thinking netball. Nest ball. Like, I think a nest ball. That's what I'm going to use. Green and yellow. It fits the color theme. Let's go. Shiny Mana on the screen. Shiny Mana caught, I should say. Alright, give me some nature guesses if you have any. Give me some nature guesses. Curious to see what you guys have to say. Maybe if we get another one, we'll go for a different kind of form. I'm gonna... Alright, let's take a look. Ski. Nobody said anything. So I'm just gonna take a look. It is a speed over attack, which I think is Jolly. It's forewarned, and it's timid and not marked. That's unfortunate. Alright, well, if you guys are watching this on YouTube after the fact, make sure to like button, subscribe. I'll see you next time. Until then, my name's Chaos. I'm signing off. Stay safe, and as always, burn it up.
I don't like you right now.
It was a good time to come back.
I know. I heard you. I heard you go, yes!
As you come running, be like, oh no.
Well, guys, I'm done for the night. I'm just kidding. No, I'm not.
That's rude.
Oh, GG's. Was it Mark? I didn't. It wasn't Mark, right?
Mars. No.
That's good that you got it. It looks like your luck this.
That's
Your
pretty
luck
good.
That's what, your third shiny?
My third shiny.
1 phase and 2 targets? That's good. Are you gonna go for a second or are you gonna hunt something else?
I'll keep hunting it. I'll probably change tomorrow or something else. I need to get one more.
Man. Well, GG's on the shiny though.
Thank you.
Even though your team decky doolies.
Hey, we need it. We need points.
That's...
We don't, but we need. I want points. I want to win.
Yeah, I know.
I want to win.
I wish Swish would. I don't know why this game doesn't like me with shinies. I don't know what it is. Like I've done maybe since doing DAs again, like on and off. I've done maybe about 20, 25 DAs. Not a single shiny. Not even one of the mods you catch. Not like nothing. I just can't get a shiny in this game.
I mean, that's how it be sometimes.
Yeah. Sometimes if I want to see what a shiny is, I just go to Legends Arceus. I won't even catch it. Oh, I don't know.
I'm just glad I got that and I didn't phase on something.
Like the Corviknight.
Yeah.
Or the Weezing.
I'm surprised it wasn't the Weezing.
I'm surprised I haven't gotten one yet. How many Bruin Aura Weezings I've seen compared to Manas. I've seen like 8 Weezings and like 3 Manas. It's so stupid.
I mean, now our recent shinies aren't the same.
No, they aren't, unless I get one right now.
But
My next encounter. Right here, shiny Mana.
I almost threw a Dream Ball at it.
That's an Orbeetle.
I didn't though.
I wouldn't waste a Dream Ball on a Mana.
Oh, well, it doesn't go well with the Pokemon, like.
Not at all.
So if it went well, I'd be like, okay, because it's kind of a dreamy Pokemon. I think it would fit, but that's me.
Man, am I only gonna get the one shiny this whole? I remember the last time I did Swish, I got like 5 shinies the whole tournament.
That's more than I get. I usually don't find any when we do Sword and Shield only.
Yeah.
The one that I was in contention for MVP was because Legends Arceus was included.
Yeah.
And I think I had like 16 points.
You did.
Which was kind of nuts, but they're like, oh, there's too many points.
Wasn't that the 251? You had like 16 shinies.
I did get 16 shinies in that too.
Yeah, when there's an event, it seems like you do really well. If it's not this game.
Alright, well, I'm gonna get this encounter and I'm gonna take a break because I have ads coming up, so. You guys can enjoy Kong. The multi link is pinned, also exclamation multi. You can check that out, but
Maybe you'll get a shiny when you're gone.
And I'll be right back. Maybe you will. That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah. Come on, wanna shine. You stupid dream cloud. You suck. Come on now. Maybe that's why it's not shining. I'm calling it names. Maybe if I talk nice to it, it'll shine for me. I doubt it, but you never know. You never know. Can I please get this fungus off my screen? Can I get another shiny that's not the fungus? I would greatly appreciate it. Hey, Butterfree. Do 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 do. Neutralizing gas. Do 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 do. Stupid mana. Why you no shine? Stupid dream cloud. Wish just hates me to the core, doesn't it? It just hates me. It doesn't want to give me any shine. Wish there was a way to make. They really need to implement a way where Pokemon abilities can dictate spawns for all typings, not just 4, 5. All the Weezings, every single one of them. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
You wanna?
I wish.
Why didn't you get one? You were supposed to get one while I was away.
I was supposed to, but the game doesn't like me. Watch, probably get the second one right now.
Ding. Just kidding.
I'm telling you, one of this game in general just doesn't. They don't like me getting shinies.
I think it's a skill issue.
It could be. Maybe I forgot to turn my shiny charm on.
Yep. I mean, I honestly am not the biggest fan of hunting and just sword and shield for events like this. But I get why they do it.
Yeah, it makes it easier on Mercy to track.
Yeah. Get multiple
When,
people to do
when,
it.
when Scarlet and Violet, that was terrible. People would post like 15 shinies just for them, and then everyone would post that many.
Right. Well, there was somebody who I thought I got like they had like 100 shinies during that or something.
That's just ridiculous.
And I thought like 70 points for like multi mayhem was kind of crazy. They're like, no, I have that many shinies, and that's kind of crazy.
Multi Mayhem, I still only got that one shiny. Out of the 2, 3 that we did, 2 that I did, I only got the one. Was the alpha? The alpha got me the most.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get many. It was a bonus day. That's why. I wasn't even getting them in Scarlet and Violet, so it's just, you know, like, yeah, I'm not doing anything.
I get that.
Maybe I needed to come hunting Sword and Shield.
It seems you're getting more luck here. That usually happens when you don't play a game for so long. They'll give you like your luck just pops off and then it just goes.
It's like, hey, remember when this game was fun to play and you got shinies? Yeah, come back and do that again.
Here's
oh,
a few
you're
of
playing
them.
it again? No, sorry.
I did oddish in this game. I did a few eggs. I got oddish, shiny oddish and 7 eggs. Haven't got a shiny since. So I'm just like.
I mean, I got Barboach when I did it in eggs. I didn't get. I was doing. Yeah, when Monica and I did our multi for this, I didn't get anything.
Ooh, Brain Aura, come on, shine! No.
No. Not at all.
It's like 1 in 682 right there. Should have shined.
I don't remember what. I think I want to say I got it in a random encounter too.
What?
The mana.
Oh, little exclamation point?
Yeah. I feel like I did. I don't know. I'd have to go back and watch the clip that's not there. So I'll have to do that later. Unless somebody wants to go back and make a clip. Didn't
We
think
got
so.
some monas. We got some monas finally spawning. Had like 4 in this area. Usually have 1.
Well, thank you for the shiny, Sammy. Appreciate it. Hope you's doing well.
Womp womp. Wompity womp.
You get something. What happened? You don't just give me shinies for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
Get one. Doing well. Hope you are too. I mean, I got a shiny, so I'm happy. And it was not too long ago. It was 240, so it just seems like a long time since I took a break.
Still shinyless. Because Pokemon Sword and Shield hate.
Yeah.
It's okay though, you know? It's okay. All it takes is 1. It just takes 1 encounter to get this shiny.
That is true.
Am I gonna get that 1 encounter? I don't know.
Am I gonna get another one of those 1 encounters? I hope so. It'd be fun.
You might.
I'd like to get points. Yeah, I'd like to be considered for MVP of the cabin again.
I've never had that happen. Never got close. Maybe like the very first one, I did kind of pop off. I had like 8 shinies. But that's because I was playing like 24/7.
Yeah.
That's back before I had a life.
Well, that's why I got MVP for I was in contention for MVP during the Arceus one, because I had so many points. Because I was playing like exclusively Arceus to get points.
Yeah.
And doing that during a stream meant I got a lot of like shinies in a row. But since it's only Sword and Shield, no.
Yep.
Every encounter is either shiny or not, making it a 50% chance. Okay. Then why did I not get more shinies?
I wish it
only
was a
50%.
50% chance to get a shiny.
No, you don't, because then it'd be so common that it's not fun.
Yeah, true.
The only reason I would do that odds is if I need to do it for like a color lock that I've done.
Yeah. That was pretty cool.
Because I needed more things to be able to be blue. Which was funny because my starter was literally a first encounter shiny, and I had to reset over it because it was green and not blue.
That's funny. I remember that. You're all at the shiny, but it's not.
It's like I can't use it.
Nope.
Non-official software, yeah. That is true.
Yeah.
We are not playing
Diamond Platinum.
Diamond Pearl.
BDSP. Diamond Pearl Platinum. Do 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 do.
I'm in the wrong forest. I'm in Gloomwood Tangle apparently right now.
Every time I go to Glimwood Tangle, I get a shiny Shiinotic. I'm tired of going there.
What's wrong with shiny Shiinotic?
No, I just have 2 of them.
No.
The last time I was in there, I did like Tiller's Gallery, so I got a shiny Shiinotic. And then I was in there the other day, shiny Shiinotic. It's like, can I not get shiny Shiinotic anymore?
Well, I was actively hunting it.
Yeah, you were, and you got it.
I did. My harvest worked like it was supposed to. I got both of the grass type shiny.
Yeah, you did.
I'm like, cool. I don't need a hunting year again. Unless I'm going for authentic cup or, well, yeah, authentic cup really. Everything else can get other places.
Yeah. I should have done the pseudo method.
You're the one who's
I
like
probably would-
random encounter.
I probably would have gotten it because when I did one with Jimmy, I didn't get 300 eggs. So There's that. And then I did 200 eggs for the sword. Didn't get there either.
Yeah, that is kind of the hard part about Sword and Shield. Like, to get to odds, it takes 5 hours or more. And like, if you only have 5 hours, you can play like during one section of it. It's kind of hard to get a shiny.
Yep.
Which, like, I haven't been able to play a lot during this one, just because there's other things going on, and I want to play tiers, and I'm not taking time off tiers again.
Honestly, if I didn't have any time during work to play, I probably would only be able to do it during stream.
Yeah, that's all I do it. I really don't want a shiny Weezing because it's gonna blow up in my face. I know it's gonna do that. I did get really lucky with the one I got though, because it had neutralizing gas. It did not have neutralizing gas.
Oh, it had the Misty Surge?
Yeah. No, Misty Surge hidden ability had I think it gets levitate still.
Oh, levitate. Okay.
So I had levitate, and I'm like, yes, because that means I had a damp on.
So
So
that
I
means
could
it
still
won't explode.
made it so it didn't explode. I had a way out of it in case it did have not Misty. In case it did have neutralizing gas, but I don't remember what that way was.
Is it the move that locks the move if you have the same move as it?
Yeah, maybe that was it.
In prison. In prison, your mon has to have self-destruct as well. Then they can't use it.
I think that might have been what I had. I don't know.
I used taunt on the Yamask, so
No, I had taunt. I had taunt. No, I didn't have taunt.
I still remember
So-
my Absol. I almost failed because it used Parasong, and I was like, "Well, it's the last turn. I'm not gonna fail this." Chunk of Master Ball at it.
Yeah. I would have done the same thing.
I had 3, so I was like, "I got 2 left now." I didn't need a Master Ball for Calyrex. I didn't need a Master Ball for the Legendary that they give you for free.
Right.
So I just saved them, and I was like, I'm gonna use the Master Ball on something better. And I did. A shiny Absols and a Master Ball.
I don't if I'm gonna shiny hunt in the game, I do not use my Master Ball in the Legendary. Because I know it's gonna I'm gonna need it for something later, and I'm not gonna have it, and then it's gonna be a problem.
I think the shiny Mewtwo I have from Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon is Master Ball as well.
I Master Balled my Darkrai and my Arceus. I regret Master Balling my Arceus, but that's fine.
See, I haven't played. You know, remember when I said I was playing through BDSP so I can get another Master Ball and trade it over?
Yeah.
I haven't touched it since I almost lost the fighting gym.
No.
Because the Lucario was so stupid. I'm surprised I won that fight with how many times it used Swords Dance on me, or bulk up on me.
Yeah, it's not a fun thing.
And it had Drain Punch, so it just kept healing, and I'm like, I hate you.
Yeah, that Lucario is kind of broken.
You know, bulk up,
That statement.
Drain Punch, and then
That state in the game.
yeah, it sucked.
I remember beating it with a Chatot when I was a kid. Because of chatter, and you could just
How broken
yell
it
into
was.
Yeah.
Well, hey, Corviknight. Too bad you're not shiny. Corviknight, leave my little ghost fighter alone. He did nothing to you.
Does it have false swipe?
My Marshadow? No.
Why are you using it?
Huh?
Why are you using it?
I was just using to throw it out there.
Oh,
Have a cool mod out there while shiny hunting
that's fair.
that you don't see every day. Someone using.
Sorry, I have a Gallade.
It's fine. You
Probably
probably
not.
wanted like the right nature and stuff.
No,
Right?
I'm using Gallade for false swipe.
Oh, so okay.
It's specifically my shiny hunting Pokemon. Because it has false swipe and hypnosis, and then I can change its ability.
That's how my decision was. In Ultra Sun Ultra Moon, my shiny hunting team was Trevenant for harvest, so I can harvest the Leopard Berry on the other monsters. They don't run out of moves ever. It made it so much. It made it so much easier to not worry about them knocking themselves out.
Right.
And then what I did to the legendary suitcase, it took forever. And then I had my Decidueye who had false swipe because Trevenant can't learn it.
Right. For some reason.
So that was my team, my shiny hunting team.
It'd be good to get like a false swipe on something that has Scrappy.
Scrappy.
So that way you can do it to ghost types too.
Oh yeah. When I would SOS a ghost type, who did I use? I used someone. Was it Sableye? Foresight.
That's probably, yeah.
So I used Foresight, and I was able to false swipe everything because my Sableye had false swipe. If I'm not mistaken. Hey,
That's
Corviknight.
another way to do it. That also works.
Yeah, SOS method was really good.
I can't believe that. I just never got really the chance to do it. Because I did not like shiny hunting.
Gotcha. And then for training my team, there was a part at towards the end part of the game where Blissey or Chansey would pop out of a tree, and you could literally just SOS Chansey, and sometimes I call Blissey out and just get XP and get everyone all my Pokemon up high levels. Great.
That was good.
Never ran into a shiny Chansey / Blissey at all ever, and I did it so many times.
Because it's not Let's Go.
I've gotten a shiny Chansey in Let's Go, and I've gotten a shiny Chansey in Scarlet Violet, and I got a Blissey in Arceus.
I got my Happiny in Arceus.
Did you see the sparkle for that
Yeah.
one? That's such a hard shiny to look at.
I had
It's
an
like-
outbreak, so
Ah, gotcha.
it wasn't terrible either. Just like the other ones.
It's the only one I need. I just need a penny for the line. Come on, Mana. Why don't you shine? You saw his shine. Mine go shine.
Nah. I mean, I don't care. You guys aren't like right next to us for points, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Somebody got pizza in my chat. Oh, I want pizza.
Ooh, pizza sounds good.
No, I had there's a pizza place like right across the street, and it's actually pretty good pizza. But I guess it's a chain.
Pop shop?
I guess
Oh,
it's a chain. I thought it was. I never knew the name, but yeah, apparently it's a chain. I'm like, oh, well, I thought it was pretty good. So we were talking about it. We got it from work at some point, and like, yeah, this pizza isn't that good. I'm like, well, I had the pizza, and you know, the pizza where I live, it's the same restaurant. It's just a different location. Is really good. Like, oh, I guess it's a different location. Like, yeah, that's probably what the difference is. I mean, they have. It looks like it's not like a chain, but I guess it is.
Mom and pop shop places are always good.
Decidueye still winning.
Dicky Dewey.
Up by 2. I want to lose
Sorry,
the
Team.
chompies.
Sorry, Team Cat. I'm failing us miserably.
We're actually winning by 3 because my point wasn't counted
Current challenge or just overall?
overall.
Ooh.
Yeah, Mersha went to bed. Oh, you guys shouldn't have to worry. You have freaking Clever.
I haven't looked at any of the things. I don't know if he's got as
Yeah.
many shines as he usually does.
He got one. He just got one before a couple hours ago.
Let's see.
Clever gets a lot of shinies, but Clever,
Clever
also
got.
shiny.
I
hunts
see
all the
one.
time.
I see one from Clever. 2, 3.
Yeah. 9. Yep, that sounds about right.
There's my shiny. 4. 5. You got blood sword? I hate you. 6.
Dude hunts all the time.
7.
I said,
8.
you guys have nothing to worry about. You have Clever. Clever's cheat codes. He has 8. It's only 7 days, so he's averaging more than a shiny per day,
Yeah, he has 8.
which is ridiculous.
I saw a lot of people on there multiple times, like a lot, like 4 or 5 times for our team. I'm sorry, I'm literally hunting every day. I'm just not getting a shiny. It's not like I'm not hunting. I'm hunting every day at work. I'm just doing some encounters here and there when I get a chance. And I probably did a good 150 encounters yesterday when I was home. Nothing.
Well, we also have we live lives where it's harder for us to just hunt
24/7.
24/7.
The first camp
Whereas-
Yoha I did, I hunted 24/7. I had like 9 shinies.
I mean, yeah, when you can do that, sure, but I can't physically do that.
No, not anymore. Now I can probably do it like an hour a day if I push it.
I'm sure I could hunt that long, but I mean, I've been doing my streams, so that's really all I can hunt. Can I stop getting aura wheezing space things?
I just want Aura Munas. I'm supposed to get that 3% spawn. It's not happening. I
Which one?
haven't seen-
Manas?
I've seen like one since I got to 100.
I mean, I also don't get. I still don't get the appeal for shiny hunting, like everyone else has. I don't see why everyone likes it so much. No.
I
Maybe
guess it's
something
just
wrong with my head.
I guess it's just to have a different color Pokemon.
Well, yeah.
I don't know. It was time. It wasn't time. I would say it was a way for me to kill time while I was doing something. Like if I was like watching TV or something, watching a show, I would shiny hunt while I was doing it.
Well, I can understand that.
But I can't shiny hunt like if I'm not doing anything. If I'm just sitting here like doing nothing, I won't be able to shiny hunt. I couldn't keep
Yeah,
track.
there's people who can do that though. And I'm like, how is that fun?
It's not. I had to be doing something. All my shiny hunting came when I used to work on the phone because I was on the phone, so I was able to play games while talking to people. Ooh, Bernard, come on, shine! Suck.
It has memento if it's, as an egg move.
Does it really?
I don't know. I haven't looked at that.
Oh god, don't scare me. I don't want another. I don't want another. Your mask on my hands.
Oh yeah, egg moves. It does have curse though. That's funny.
Well, curse doesn't work the same for
Yeah.
if it's not a ghost type.
It has healing wish. Does that work if you're?
Oh, the
Pokemon?
user faints. Oh god, yes. I need a Pokemon with taunt. But if I don't get a Brain Ore, I don't have to worry about it.
That's true.
It won't have the the egg move. Son of a. So you're telling me I need a Pokemon with taunt on my team? Great.
Probably. I'm teaching it to my to my Gallade.
I'm gonna have to get I think Midnight can learn taunt. aka Umbreon.
Just in case.
I
Without
think I-
damp until I have the realization. Oh yeah, yeah, that's good. Shiny hunting is a relaxation time. I mean, but are you just shiny hunting? Like, is that it? You're just nothing else?
Do I have
And
taunt? Please tell me taunt. Oh, thank God.
Like, I hated doing it. It's like I used to do it between jobs. Like I would, I worked from like 6 to noon, and then I had another job at 2, and I would just shiny hunt for 2 hours. That
Yeah.
sucked. I hated that.
Where it used to be real easy while working to shiny hunt.
I've never had a job where I could do that while working. I mean, I could technically do it now, but I don't want my boss looking at me like, "What are you doing?"
Because SOS was a lot. It was easy. Soft resetting SOS was so easy while on the phones. Because all I had to do was click a button.
Right.
Or soft reset, I just had to press the buttons. If I was pseudoing, that's a different story. I could not hatch eggs while working because it'd be too much.
So you shiny hunt without looking at the game and just use. Wow. That's fair. I mean, I guess you could put an AirPod in. That's what you're listening to, and just not looking at it.
Then when I got
Yeah.
to my back office job, it was a lot easier to do stuff without worrying about talking to someone.
I mean, my thing is like I physically can't compartmentalize my brain like that to be doing that while I'm working.
It also depends on like your kind of like what you're doing. If you're like on a hands-on kind of job, kind of can't do it.
Well, I'm sitting at a desk typing, basically,
Oh.
so that's I'm not doing a lot. There are times like I'm going into work tomorrow and I have nothing really to do.
Yeah, like
Because-
doing outbreaks and stuff is kind of difficult because I have to kind of pay attention a little bit.
Right.
So what I would do some work, lock my computer, do some of the outbreak, pause the game, and go back and forth. I couldn't just like leave it there like I did doing SOS or soft reset.
Right. Why don't you SOS and soft reset? That work.
Why?
Yeah.
Because there's nothing I'm soft resetting right now besides Arceus.
You
And
do
Arceus.
SOS.
I'm kind of doing. I could do SOS. No, I can't do SOS no more. I let Aiden play my Ultra Sun. He reset my data. My shinies are all out of there, but all the data's
Gotcha. I mean, yeah, definitely you have to have something that's low, that's not taxing. You're gonna
Yeah.
be doing something else. That's why, like, I'm able to do like a soft reset and DAs at the same time. Like, I'm really focusing on DAs, but
Yeah, DAs is kind of easy too. So I can just click a move and then look away. Oh look, I'm my turn again. Click a move and then look away. It's not like I have to pay attention.
right. That's some burbs. Now the people who do like 12 at a time, they're crazy. But
Doing two at a time on stream is enough for me.
yeah, that's enough for me too.
Like sometimes, like when you see boys do like 4 or 5, I'm like, oh my god, it's too much. Too much going on. One screen. My brain would be fried.
Well, I just look at it and like this. It looks. I don't like the way it looks because it's just a bunch of game captures and like a tiny little face cam and a little bit of layout or something. But yeah,
Yeah. Who remembers the time I almost failed at Sunny Censure? Because I almost attacked it because I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
looking at my phone because I got a text message. I was like, "Oh, this is important. Let me respond." I encountered something. I didn't even look. I went to go attack, and then luckily, when the screen shifted, I saw the green, and I was like, "That's a shame." And no one was gonna tell me in chat either. They're just gonna let me knock it out.
That's why I always have game audio on if the game sparkles with the shiny. Scarlet and Violet's different, and it's the main reason why I will not do a multi with do 2 screens at the same time with Scarlet and Violet. Because it doesn't sparkle. If it sparkled, it'd be like, yeah, cool. I don't have to really. I know there's a shiny. I just have to go find it. You know.
Yeah.
Or if I'm encountering them, it's like I know there's a shiny. I just have to catch it. So that's not that bad. But there are many shinies I would have missed in Arceus if it did not have the sound, just because there's a lot of things that get in the way of you seeing the Pokemon. Shouldn't you be asleep too? Can't sleep. Coming to a stream is not going to help you sleep.
Isn't it like 3 or 4 o'clock there?
Yeah, it's 3:20 almost. Yep. Remember doing mudkip hunts between work. That was fun. He says as he still didn't get it.
I still haven't got my hair across in my Soul Silver game after 2 years. I mean, I stopped. Been a while since I've done it, but
Right.
there's a specific tree that I headbutted that only had 3 spawns. It was Apom, Spearow, and Heracross. Apom was the low spawn. That was my first shiny. And then I got the Spearow, and I'm just like, am I not going to get Heracross?
Nope.
Nope. So I haven't got the Heracross. I got Cyndaquil in like 60 resets, though. It was great.
Sick. Yeah, I mean, part of my issue with shiny hunting before I actually started streaming the shiny hunts was that every single hunt went over odds. Like, every single one. And I just couldn't stick with it because I'm like, well, I'm not getting a shiny. Everything's going over odds. Why am I doing this?
It also, the shiny hunting also helped me have patience with some customers.
That's fair.
Because you have to have patience with doing the hunt. So most of the time when I had a difficult customer that was taking forever, I would just bring out my DS and just shiny hunt while they were doing their thing.
I mean, yeah. Never helps you pass the time and you don't get written up for it. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm surprised I didn't get written up. I've had managers pass me by so many times with it out, not say anything at all. I didn't question it. Ooh, Brain R, shine! You suck. I'm ready for you though. I have a taunt mon.
Well, they say you understand because of your inability to stay focused if you're not doing something else.
Yeah.
I guess it makes sense, but shiny hitting in the waiting room is the best move until you get a shiny and everyone has a heart attack.
It's like, ah! See, I've gotten an airport shiny before. I shiny rock. I got shiny Rockruff.
You hit the reaction, you're like, oh crap, I can't do that.
Yeah. I was waiting for my flight and I was just hatching some eggs on. I think it was this. It was this game. I was just hatching egg. Oh, look, Brenor. And it popped up and I was like, oh. It was like 5 a.m. though, so I didn't really yell because some people are sleeping in the airport.
Yeah. I remember I was coming back from Thanksgiving and my dad's like, you should just go sleep in the airport because I had like a 4 a.m. flight. And instead we got up at like 3 and drove there
It was packed.
to go, and I'm like, why are we doing this? Why we had people who were being difficult. They're like, we're not doing that. We're not. That's not happening. We're not going at that time. It's like I
It's too
think
early.
the rest of my family had a flight that was like an hour after me. They're like, we're not getting up that early. Like,
Why I
it's
have to
an
get up this
hour.
early?
It's an hour. It's not gonna kill you. Sleep on the plane. I slept on that plane the whole way home, and it was nice.
The drive back from the marathon, I slept on the plane all the way home.
Yep.
Because we kind of didn't sleep because it was all
Hot
hot.
room. Yeah.
I could not see no matter what I did. I was just like, Then I got on that plane. It was all comfy. It was all cold, and I was like, I'm going to sleep. Put my blanket on.
That's what I did. I actually had space on my way back. Like the way down to that trip that I'm thinking of, I was crammed in a middle seat, and I like
Ooh, the worst.
I was gonna work on homework, but I couldn't because I didn't have space to do anything. So I'm like,
Yep.
screw it. I put in my headphones and I watched the new Space Jam with LeBron in it.
Do not like it.
It was alright. It was,
It was
great. It was a cool concept, but
Yeah, no. It was no. I'm okay.
it's not the original, that's for sure.
But yeah. I think on the way back as well. I didn't have anybody next to me, so I was by myself. There was a person though on the aisle seat, but not in the middle where I was at.
Yeah. I don't think I had anybody in my row on the way back. It was a pretty I mean, it was like 5 a.m. The flight left at like 5 a.m. Nobody was in there. Nobody wanted that flight. So nobody, it was pretty empty. Just
Last
nice.
time I was in the airport, I got there at 5 a.m. and it was packed. I'm like, what's going on? And I realized, spring break.
Yeah. It was really cool though, because I landed at like 7 o'clock, and I'm like, it's like it feels like I just woke up early, and that's all that happened right now. I didn't even get on a plane or anything. It's like a weird way to start the day. Honestly, I'm about it though. Like, that's a good way to get rid of air travel. You can like sleep through it and then just get there and start your day.
Yep, I slept through that flight. I shiny hunted on one flight and I got a shiny Bellsprout on the plane. It was great.
Nice.
I was like, hey, that's a Bellsprout. Heck yeah.
Bing.
Just
I don't know
finished
what that is.
Just finish the line.
Don't know what that is. Stop giving me Aura Weezings. I don't want them.
I want all the Aura Weezings. I'll take an Aura Corviknight. Maybe it'll shine.
I don't want that either. If I'm gonna phase on something, it gotta be the Orbeetle. I'm gonna be upset.
Yeah, same. I don't have Orbeetle at all.
Excuse me. I do not either. When you get an encounter and the game says you're in a different location than you are, the weather will change and everything. I don't know what that is. So. Sure. Cool.
That's weird. I never heard of that.
That's what I'm saying.
How long has this game been out? That's the first I've heard of it. It's like that one random trainer that you missed. The game's been out for so long, and you missed that one trainer.
And you're like, why are you here?
It's like, what? That happened to me. I went to the ice area, where the water's at, where like the Whelmer and everything spawns.
Yeah.
And there was a random trainer on the island. I guess I missed, and he saw me, and I was like, what? Why? I could have sworn I fought all of you.
Yeah.
Oh, ran to the Weezing by accident.
Yeah.
Oh, Jubilife. Oh, we're back in Hisui.
I don't know if I was thinking that I won't sleep on a train. I will sleep on a flight.
I've been on a train.
And I won't sleep on a train because they won't wake you up if you miss your stop. They will wake you up at the end of the line and be like, wait, what are you doing? Why are you asleep?
Before a while back, like when I was still taking the bus everywhere, I took a bus home from work and I just got done with a 12-hour shift and I was tired. I fell asleep and I woke up at my stop.
Wow, good.
I woke up and I was like, "Oh, my stop's here." Man, that would have sucked if I would have missed it. I would have went all the way to the place, the last stop, and then I have to get a ride home.
Couldn't you just get up off the next stop and then walk? I guess.
Whatever, like no, like if I would have like overslept and I just missed every stop.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like because when there, it would have been the last bus for the night.
End of the line.
Yeah, so I would have been like at the bus station. Like, well, how am I getting home?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, as long as there's only one stop, I'll sleep. Or if somebody's going to wake me up, I'll sleep. But if that ain't happening, then no shot. Like,
I feel that. I'm surprised I woke up. I woke up and I was just, I don't know. I guess I just felt like I was home. I was getting ready to get home, and I was like, "Oh, this is my stop."
your spidey senses kicked in.
They did.
You're like, I'm home. Gotta get off. No, my problem is like I worry about it so much that I literally cannot be calm enough to sleep. I'm just awake. I'm like, I gotta get off of my stop.
Because I think at that time I was working 2 jobs, so I just got done working a 12-hour shift. Then before that, I was at the other job. I worked like a 6-hour shift, so I was just tired.
That's fair.
I finally got home and I was like, I think I slept for like a whole day. And then at that point, I realized I don't need this much stress, and I quit the other job.
Yeah.
The job that was paying me minimum wage, I quit. I was like, I'm not gonna kill myself for this job no more. I'm done.
Yeah. Get that. I don't like quitting a job.
I was on what? Huh? Oh, hold on, give me a sec. I have a phone call. Give me a quick sec.
Yeah, it's a quick sec. Why are you getting a phone call at 9:30 at night? That is my question for you when you come back. That's so weird. I mean, I guess his girlfriend could be out, so that makes sense. If that's the case. No, I don't know what else it would be.
I are back.
Why are you getting a phone call at 9:30 at night?
It was Alicia's dad.
Oh, okay.
Because some reason I can't get any packages through USPS to my address. Whatever the reason is that I can't. I've already done 2 separate address changes to here, and nothing's taking them. They always say that something's wrong with the address. Through Amazon, perfectly fine. Anything else through USPS won't come here. So I sent it to her dad's, and he told me it's there.
Oh. Nice to calling you at 9:30 at night.
He probably just got off of work.
Oh, then that makes sense. Cool.
He sounded
That
really
answers
tired.
That answers my questions.
Yeah. It's just whatever reason I just can't receive. If UPS, FedEx is fine. USPS, for some reason, I cannot get here, no matter what it is. So whenever I see Amazon ships to USPS, I just won't get the item. I'll just look for something else. So I know
Wow.
it's not gonna show up here. Which is weird because if they can't find the address, they can just go to the apartment office and drop it off. So I don't know what the issue is, but I can't get anything USPS.
It's just,
So
it's like the
is.
first thing that should be the thing that always gets there.
Yeah,
And
I did
not the
my
things
change.
that doesn't show up.
I did my change of address twice. I've called USPS and they're like, everything seems fine. I can see that you processed this, as went through. You're good. Whatever address you put is the address that we will ship to. It always says address undeliverable. And I'm just like, cool.
Cool.
So he said if I get anything shipped through USPS, I can send it to his house. I'm like, okay.
That's nice. Works well.
Yeah. Which is weird because I ordered 2 shirts from WWE. One shipped through both shipped through USPS. One got here and the other didn't. But they were shipped the same day.
Weird.
And I was like, how did I get one but not the other?
Yeah.
I was just like, you know what? I'm not gonna question.
My phone knows you're talking about USPS because I just got a thing that said, "Hey, there's a USPS job." I'm like, no.
Phones be crazy, dude. I didn't even look at it on my phone. I was talking about Lisa about her birthday, like what kind of gift like James Avery she was. She showed me some jewelry stuff on her phone. Didn't even send it to me yet, and I got an ad on Facebook about it.
Yep.
And I'm like, what?
They listen, man. It's so weird.
I'm about to just destroy my phone.
It's creepy. Like, I'll just randomly start saying something just to see if I get ads for it. It's like it was catch me going peanut butter, peanut butter,
some Jif or
Jiffy.
Beer Pen.
Jif, crunchy peanut butter, peanuts, and then all of a sudden, like,
You say it enough, it goes on your phone.
yeah. It's just weird, man.
I knew something was up when I didn't receive two separate items for 2 different companies said that was undeliverable. I was just like, what?
Yeah.
So dumb. But well, what can I do, right? I've already done what I needed to do. Just gotta live with the fact that I can't get mail here. Somehow, for some reason.
Oh, time for a new apartment.
Right?
Jeez.
But UPS and FedEx, Amazon are all perfectly fine with shipping me stuff. It's only USPS.
It's just weird.
Yeah.
So backwards. It drives me crazy, and I don't even
Like
have to deal with it.
Like the new fan that we bought for the room because it was getting way too hot. 3-day shipping, bam, got here no problems at all. That's why I'm just over it. My usual excuse is I work here, but I don't work there, so I can't use that excuse. Like when anything goes wrong at work and they ask me a question, like how come this is like this? I'm like, I don't know, I just work here. I can't use that here. I don't know, I just live here. I guess I could say.
I just sleep. Yeah, I just back up for the night here. No worries.
I just exist. I just exist here. I don't know. Can't tell you.
Luna.
Stupid manas. Shine something, please. Give me a shiny. Give me a shiny dream pillow.
Floral dream pillow. Yeah.
There you go.
I would never hunt this thing if it wasn't for this. I'm just saying.
Yeah, me neither. I would wait for it to appear in Scarlet and Violet and just run upon it randomly.
Be like, hey, what else do I need for my complete shiny decks? Oh, mana. Oh, I've never. What is that?
Yeah, it's not a bad shiny. It's just
I wouldn't
I'm not-
think of it.
I'm not thrilled to hunt mana. Musharnas are pretty nice shiny, but
They're both good shinies.
I'd rather go hunt Goldet.
Well, then go hunt Goldet.
I'm already this far on this hunt. Might as well continue for the rest of the stream. I'll continue my golden hunt tomorrow.
I already had Goldet. I already got that one.
I need both of them.
I'm
I need
assuming
all. I need Meowstic and Esper,
I need
and
those
I
two.
need Lunatone and Solrock, and I need Stonechew.
If the event for tomorrow is the ball, I have Lunatone and I will be doing out in the pseudo. But I also gotta see if I'm gonna actually stream. So that I'm asking a lot of myself. There.
We do
But,
2 streams.
yeah. I mean, I think I have anything else. I should honestly be recording Jedi Survivor, but yeah.
I heard you saying that the game's longer than you anticipated.
Oh, it's so long.
First game wasn't that long.
And I recorded an hour today, and I got literally nowhere.
That sounds like me in Tears of the Kingdom.
I'm like, what are we doing? It's because I get into a fight, and then I lose over and over again, and suddenly an hour's gone by, and I haven't won the fight yet.
Oh, but you're playing on the hard mode, right?
Yeah, I'm on Grandmaster Jedi.
That be why it's a lot harder.
When freaking boss, their normal attack one-shots you, you just can't get hit or you die.
It's like you gotta be perfect at dodging, you gotta be perfect at parrying.
Yeah.
Just don't get hit.
And the one today was like, there's 2 of the boss, and I'm like, are you serious?
Yeah.
One's already bad enough, and they can one-shot me, and I gotta deal with a second one, so I have to be aware of the second one.
Sounds a lot like Dark Souls.
Like, gee, it was very Dark Souls, but I did it to myself.
Dark Souls was it Dark Souls 2, I think. I think it has one of the hardest boss fights. It's like top 10 hardest boss fights like in any game ever.
Yeah.
I haven't played it and I don't want to. I've seen the boss fight. It's terrible. I'm like, no, I'm good. I'll watch someone suffer. I'm not going to put myself through that. I suffered through Bloodborne where there's 3 bosses in one battle. Okay, I'm good.
I do need to play Dark Souls. I've beaten the Asylum Dragon, and that's about it. So I need to
if you're gonna try any of them, I would do Elden Ring. It'll be more your speed.
I have Dark Souls,
It's a lot faster than Dark Souls 1 and 2. Dark Souls 3 is not bad.
but I have Dark Souls.
Oh,
I don't have the other ones.
gotcha. It's just the first 2 Dark Souls are just real slow paced games.
Yeah.
Like your movement's really slow and you get hit a lot if you're not dodging at the right time. And I heard hitboxes are terrible in that game too.
Yeah. Well, I got used to it for Jedi Survivor, so I'm used to terrible hitboxes and perfect dodging not working ever.
Dun, dun, dun.
I did that with the Son of the Ogdo in Survivor, and it's like I went to fight him I lowered my difficulty 1 level, and I'm like, oh wow, it's so nice that I can fight a boss and not get one shot by his basic attacks. Like, this is funny.
It sounds like that guy.
I'm like, oh, parrying's so much fun because I actually can do it, and I don't have to like be perfect.
What's his name from the first one? The guy that throws the boulders at you. The Jedi dude. What's his name?
Oh, Malicos.
Yeah, fuck. He can go die. He did,
Yeah.
but he can go somewhere else. That was terrible.
I am so glad he did not. Like, I walked through the end of the back half of that game and didn't die in my deathless run.
I'm surprised you didn't either, because it's like one of the worst boss fights I've done.
Yeah, he's terrible.
Like I was on normal and I had to lower it to easy too.
Yeah, I lowered it all the way to story.
Yeah,
It's like, I'm not doing this fight. This is bull.
Corviknight.
This is bull crap. I ain't not doing it. Nope. Hey.
Play Star Wars. They said, have fun. They said, yeah.
Malicos.
No. Malicos is terrible. The first time I fought the second sister, the bigger, bulkier one in the forest.
That's the ninth sister.
Ninth sister. She gave me a little bit of issues at first, but then I got her pattern down, and I was like, all right, you're gonna die. I got you. Like Malicos, like you know what Malicos' pattern, but you're still getting hit no matter what.
Yeah.
Terrible.
I want to see you play fight the Inquisitor in Survivor.
The new one?
Yeah.
That'll be my next game.
It's bullcrap. It's so bad.
It's my next game after Final Fantasy. You'll get to see it soon.
Like, I only died like 4 times to it, but it was so bad. Because it's just stupid. It's a stupid ability that they have.
Ooh, brilliant ore. Nope. I'm starting to see a few more brilliant ores, just nothing shining.
Yeah. Well, the fights in Survivor haven't been the worst yet. The Ogdo was probably the worst one, and I had to look up a guide on how to beat it.
That bad?
Yeah. Well, I was trying to parry and dodge attacks when I just needed to jump over the stupid thing.
Oh,
Like,
isn't the greatest you figure out something really simple?
It's like, oh, I just gotta jump over it. Okay, well that's easy. Did
You're
it? And like, oh, it's dead.
You're tthinking too much on how I've done everything I can to beat this. It's like, oh, that's what I need. Oh, that's what I need to do. Why didn't I think of that?
Well, it's like the opposite of what I normally do. Because like when I panic, I start jumping. Like that's my go-to. Is I start jumping around like a crazy person. Which you get punished in Fallen Order and Survivor for jumping around when you don't know what you're doing.
Yep.
And so I've learned to not do that and stop myself from doing that. But now, when I need it, I don't know what to do.
I died a few times in the first one by jumping, and I didn't see that there were Star Troopers by me. And they just shot me out of the air.
Yep.
Fell to my death. It's like, well, won't do that again.
That's why the ability to auto parry is so nice in that game, or auto block.
Yeah. I can't wait to play it. Once I beat Final Fantasy 16, I'm just waiting to fight Bahamut in Final Fantasy 16 and just die.
Yeah, Corbin.
I know what's gonna happen.
I'm thinking about getting Baldur's Gate 3.
I've heard that game is good.
It's, according to a lot of my friends, it's like D&D, but it's like a playable game. I'm like, that would be a lot of fun because I love D&D and I haven't played it in a while. And having a video game version of it, I would play that for hours.
That'll be cool. Baldur's Gate 3 video game.
And if all of us get it, we can do it like it's the Invisible Corporation series.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Baldur's Gate 3 is a story-rich, party-based RPG set in the universe of Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
Where your choices shape it. I would be down to play this.
I don't know if my PC could run it, but that's the only thing.
Yeah, I don't know if my PC. Maybe, I don't know. Could be.
Because everything now seems to be destroying my PC. Looks at Hogwarts Legacy, looks at Jedi Survivor, looks at 2 instances of playing Ultra Sun. Like when I load the one controller challenge or Jedi Survivor, I have to restart my computer and make sure that's the only thing I'm doing.
Oh wow.
Or else it doesn't run.
The only issue that I ever had of playing a game, surprisingly, was Spyro. I had to change the frame. I had to change the FPS, or I wouldn't play. I was like, why? It's just Spyro. I don't know. Maybe too many colors. But I had to change it down to, was it 60 to 30? And my computer was like yelling at me at 60, and it was running slow. As soon as I changed to 30, stopped the yelling, and it ran so much better. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, I did that with Survivor. I had to lower it. I had it on, I think, medium quality, and I put it on low, which honestly isn't terrible. Like, it's... yeah,
Barely
but
noticeable.
it wasn't that noticeable.
Yeah. But anything else, like when I ran X and my Y randomizer, X randomizer, I thought it was gonna do something similar where it was gonna mess up. Didn't give me any issues at all. I was surprised. Except for that issue where it did, the emulator froze on me and I had to do some backtrack some stuff.
Oh.
But it wasn't like, it was like 10 minutes of gameplay.
I'm honestly, I sit over here surprised that Tui's computer runs Apex when I watch him play his Pokemon games. Because they're so slow, and I'm like, dude,
Yeah,
how do you not notice this?
I haven't watched a lot of it, but I remember the few episodes I did watch, like, it was like his movement speed was so slow.
Yep.
That's how my laptop used to be, like, it would run so slow.
I remember when we were planning on doing versus, he's like, we should do a versus in Diamond and Pearl. I'm like, no, that's not fair, because my game runs faster than yours. Because mine doesn't lag. I said, what do you mean? It's like, your game lags, dude. Like open your game, we'll go to the starters, we'll see, and we'll see just how different the lag is. I got there in, like, the normal time, and he was, like, 3 minutes later. Like, you see there's a difference? And he's like, yeah.
Yeah, that's how my laptop was. I couldn't do anything on it. Like, I couldn't play any fan-made games. I couldn't do that. I could play an emulator very slowly, like how Tui was, but it was bad. I have to turn speed up, like, all the way up for it, and we move, like, at normal speed. It was terrible. Even though I had an Alienware, and that's what it was for, and I guess because the graphics card wasn't as good.
That's probably, yeah. I mean, I'm honestly surprised my laptop ran XD. But it's gonna have to do it again, because it's gonna have to, when I randomize Coliseum and XD again, it's gonna have to be ready for it.
Randomized? I never thought about randomizing those games.
It's a pain in the butt.
I bet.
You need a Mac.
You need a Mac?
You need a Mac. The tool does not work with Windows.
Oh, well, I don't have a Mac, so I'll never be doing it then. Nor do I plan on buying one.
Just get, you need to get Coliseum, you need to get XD Next Generation. Where they update stuff.
Oh, okay.
It's definitely the next, I think the next thing I'm going to do with it. Because they add new Pokemon, you get different encounters, you get more story, there's more Shadow Pokemon, it's
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
For the, not, is it Coliseum or is it Gales of Darkness?
It's XD.
Or both? Because Gales of Darkness was so much better.
Well, it's better that the way they execute it. I still really like the Under, so
The Under and
Coliseum. It's not an
yeah,
XD.
that was good. Both games were good though. I was glad I was able to play them.
Yep.
I enjoyed them very much. I remember when I saw the Shadow Lugia, I just tossed the Master Ball. I was like, I'm not gonna battle you.
Yeah, it's actually not the smart play to do. I think the best play is to Master Ball Zapdos. Because if your whole team wipes out, you can use your snag Pokemon to battle. And if you have a Zapdos, you have an advantage against both the birds, and you're not weak to anything besides... I think he has a Rhydon, but I think it's usually one of the first things he sends out. So you're already going to have it gone by that point in time.
I'm surprised I won that fight at all. I thought I was gonna lose multiple times. What was it? It was you took a clip of it where the Umbreon one-shot an Exeggutor.
Yeah.
I was just like, bruh, what?
Yeah, that shouldn't happen. Something's up there.
Umbreon was a monster.
I've never played XD or XD with Umbreon or Espeon.
You always use one or the other.
Well, because when I play Coliseum, you get both of them.
Yeah, so you.
So I
use
don't
one
want
or
to
the other.
use. Yeah, I want to use different evolution.
I used Umbreon. I was like, this is my favorite Pokemon.
I mean,
This is my mascot Pokemon. I'm going to use it.
when Umbreon and Espeon evolve via Sunstone and Moonstone, that's fun.
That's how it.
The only game.
The Drayano hikes also as well.
Yeah, but the only actual game.
Yeah, they should. That's how they should have. I get they're trying to do the max happiness, but nah.
They're trying to do the day-night thing.
Yeah, no. Just let us
For Gen
or use the Moonstone at night. And the Sunstone during the day for Umbreon and Espeon. No, this max. Because in the old games, it took forever to get that up.
Yep.
Ever.
I remember.
And if you're trying to get Espeon, and if you miss, like, if you over level, you can miss, like, Psychic or something. I forgot what move it is.
Confusion.
It's so dumb. It's like, bro.
Confusion at 16.
So you get, like, Eevee at 15 and just max happiness. Don't train it anymore after that.
Yep.
If you're getting Umbreon, you kind of doesn't really matter.
I did that with Best Team BDSP. So I had a Roserade as one of my Pokemon, and it learned a certain move as a Budew. I think. No. It learned a certain move as a Roselia, and I had to get it to max happiness to evolve it from a Budew. So there's literally a stream of me just running back and forth because
you don't want to miss the move.
Because then it was Leech. I think it was Leech Seed at level 9.
Oh yeah.
So I just sat there, ran back and forth. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna level it up. I'm gonna save real quick and then reset if it doesn't evolve.
That's one thing I do like about the new Pokemon games. They let you just any moves that you may have missed, you can just learn instead of using the heart scales and making heart scales so rare that you can never just. It's not even worth it. I mean, unless you're playing BDSP, I have like 15, 16 heart scales from the underground.
Get them in the underground. Yeah, they're not that hard. To be fair, chain fishing and X and Y makes it so easy to get heart scales too. You just go to Silage City and.
Who has them? Is it Love Disc?
Love Disc all over the place.
Yeah.
No, but it's why Sword and Shield is fun to play. Because you can get those moves in your moveset from the get-go. That's why I looked at Jimmy. I'm like, can we use level up moves? Because I can get something on my Polyrath.
Yeah.
There's a fighting move. I'm like, I don't learn any. Can I get? He's like, yeah.
And then what was it? It was. Was it Black and White 2? You had to get. Was it the shards or something?
Yeah, nah, that's
Gen 3. Gen 5 you had to do something. I forgot.
I don't remember.
You had to trade in something for him. And I was like, that's dumb.
No, it was shards for a while.
Yeah, I remember shards in Gen 3. You had to trade them in for the stones, right?
Yep.
Then the shards were so hard to come by.
Yep. It's like, well, I guess I'm not using these Pokemon.
Yep. Honest, and then with Legends Arceus brought in the Link Cord as an item.
Yeah.
You didn't have to trade. That was a good. That should have been a thing to begin with. If you didn't have anybody to trade with, you could just use the little item. But you only could use it on one. If you want Golem, Machamp, Alakazam, you can only get to have one.
Yeah.
Hey, what are you doing?
I mean, that's one of the things I always consider if I do a randomizer, or even if I'm just playing through a game. Like when I did Black 2, just to play through it. I enabled trade evolutions just so I could have it and not have to be stuck with the middle stage.
Yep. That's
I don't remember what I had, but I had something that needed to evolve that way.
I remember my first one I did. I forgot to enable it, and I had a Boldor at level 40. I had a Boldor, and I was like, "Well, this is a Boldor the whole playthrough."
Yep. Hey.
I think it was my black 2, white 2 playthrough. I forgot to enable it, and I was just like, "Well, can't get that. Can't get Jigglypuff over here."
Dude, stop giving me aura wheezings. I despawn it and it's like, hey, I'm here again. I'm like, no. Don't want you.
They missed
Stop
an
showing
opportunity in
up.
this game to chain the like if you knock out a Brilliant Aura,
Yeah.
like the next one has a higher chance of being a Brilliant Aura.
But I think they tried it and they messed it up. So, something like that. That answered my question.
What?
I was gonna be like, how long are we playing? Are we doing this for?
We can do regular time. That's fine. I know you got
What?
your shiny already. We can do regular time if you want, just a couple more minutes. I know you got your shiny already.
Yeah, I guess let me get 400, maybe.
That's fine. I'll go to 400.
I mean, not like I care. It's not like I'm gonna continue doing this. I think I'll do something else. But especially because I already got a shiny. But
Yeah, it doesn't look like
turn.
doesn't look like I'm getting one.
I mean, another one would be really cool. Then I'd have the line. I don't have to ton it ever again. I mean, that's a little greedy, but I'm just saying it'd be nice.
That's why I'm kind of like when I'm off stream, I'm just hunting stuff that I need. I'm just going in order.
Like
what am I
sword number order.
Yeah, so right now I'm on Vileplume because I already got Oddish and Gloom.
Gotcha.
It's funny, I got Gloom and BDSP too. I got it like on a 3 chain, and I was like, ha! And then I broke my next 7. I was like, okay, I'm going to Sword and Shield. I didn't even get to like 7, and they just broke. And I'm like, I'm tired of this game. This is the reason why I don't play you no more.
Right.
And I probably won't be doing any more Masuda hunts for the starters since, you know, gens 1 through 8 are going to be in the wild.
Yeah. Reminds me of that guy who was just kept getting Pichu during the Gen 2. Because he had a radar chain.
And just kept getting Pichu after Pichu after
Pichu.
Pichu.
It's like, stop, get something.
We get it. You're doing Pichu, but go hunt something.
Nice.
You know what's wild? I did so many outbreaks for Magby and Legends Arceus, and I still don't have them.
I'm the same way.
I've probably done a good like 50 to 100 outbreaks. Because sometimes I pop up 3 or 4 at a time, and I just don't. I got Magmar a couple times, but I haven't got a Magby yet. I'm just like, can I get a Magby? Please? No, but I've hatched a Magby and go shiny. But I can't get a Magby in the game. Saddening.
What are the odds for this game? What am I batting right now?
1 in 1365
Jeez.
for randoms.
That's crazy.
Your Brilliant Auras is like 1 in like 1,000 something.
Definitely was not a brilliant aura.
Yep. Every encounter 1 in 1365.
That's crazy. Why are
Right
you
now,
doing it this way? Not Masuda? Because Masuda is so much easier.
I don't know.
Better odds, I should say.
I didn't feel like going in circles for eggs. You could have done it, Masuda. It would have been fine.
No, I'm fine. I got a shiny. Like I did Masuda so much when this game came out. I just got tired. Me too. It's kind of nice to do
And it gives you a chance like to possibly phase on something you don't have,
I don't want to phase.
like the bug.
I don't like phasing. Phasing
I
makes
know,
me
I
upset.
feel you. I'm like 13 phases into Snorlax. I'm just like, can I just get the freaking Snorlax? Do I have to max out its deck? It's not maxed out. It's only level 10.
Oh, yeah, do that.
If I max it out, maybe I'll get it faster.
Yeah, that is definitely the case. I was doing the same thing with Walrein. I was like, I didn't have it perfect dex, and then I'm just gonna take, like an hour, get this dex perfect, and then the next stream.
I would think that work. I maxed out Stantler before I started the hunt, and it took so long to get. It was so. It was such a long hunt. I was so sad. And then when I finally got it, I cried a little bit.
Why am I watching you? That's not what I clicked on. Weird. Weird.
Hey, Mana, you want to be yellow? No? Okay.
In my game, it is.
I know.
Like that.
Tomorrow I'll go back to Golden. I'll get Golden shiny. Just watch. I'm gonna get Golden tomorrow. I'm gonna get 3 of them. Do I need 3? No. Is it 3 points? Yes.
Yes, and actually probably more if you get the
And each of them are gonna be the mark it needs to be, and then each of them are gonna be in the ball that they specify. So that's like 9 points.
That was the biggest slap in the face with the Phantom is that it had a mark.
And
It didn't count.
I'm surprised they didn't count it with the mark, just as a point for the phase.
Well, we don't know. They do give out the bonus stuff at the end.
Sometimes, yeah.
I'm upset that it was a mark and it wasn't a mark for the actual Pokemon that needed to be shiny.
I don't think it's yet happened to me. I get like a phase on one challenge, and that phase becomes a challenge the next time. I don't think it's happened yet. Thank God. If it has, I would cry.
Yeah, it's not fun when that happens.
Be like, can we count this, please?
You're like, nope, sorry. Stop giving me Ord Weezings. I don't want them. I have a shiny. Thank you.
I have regular Weezing shiny. I don't have this color.
Um,
My shiny dex goes by dex number, not form. So I don't need to hunt Weezing. If I get it again, I'm fine. But I'm not gonna. I think the only one that I kind of want the form is Censure.
That's fair. Are you using the Pokédex app? I mean the Pokédex.
I'm using the same one you are.
Okay. There is a form thing at the end.
Yeah, I see that.
So
I marked
you
the
just
forms.
Do the forms at the end.
Hope you get all shiny fireball you need. Hopefully I get some. We're about to end here soon.
Yeah,
Probably one more encounter. So I'm probably not getting a shiny today, unless the
There it
next
is.
encounter is a shiny.
That's 400 for me.
All right, let me see if my next encounter is a shiny. Where's Mana? Nope, you're a Weezing. Nope, you're a Weezing. You're a Orbeetle. You're a Weezing. You're a Mana. Okay, here it comes. Last encounter. Woo!
Yeah.
Woo! No.
No. So we done then?
Yes. We are done. I'm not here to sneak another encounter real quick.
I'm just doing encounters until
Yeah, we're
we're
done.
All right.
That was it.
Well, we'll be back to Octopath next week. We can
Yeah.
finish it.
No
Hopefully.
worries, you're good, bro.
Unless the boss is like stupid, but I think we're okay.
Okay. I'll be good next week too. All right, thank you all for watching. I didn't get a shiny, but Chaos did, so congratulate him.
Yeah. I'm about to get another one because I'm still.
If this is the second one, I'm gonna cry. Well, yeah, thank y'all for watching. Y'all have a
we
good
appreciate
night. I'll be back Friday with another day of. It'll be the third day of this hunt. So you'll probably either see me do this or Golet. I don't know. I'll probably do Golet if I haven't gotten it already.
I'll probably back with the same hunt because you know I'm doing mana. Why not? We'll do it until I actually get the other one. So yeah, but we appreciate you guys hanging out. Hope to see you again for the streams on Friday. But it's gonna be it, I guess.
Bye guys. Have a good night. Get some sleeps. Peace.
Turn it up. Bye.